a symbol as if he can't hear. Are you able to hear us, Crowder? He is not able to hear us, so we have a technical issue, and now he's going to yell the hello, which somehow he thinks will help him hear something. Thank you for removing him off the stage, Solana. Appreciate that. Jimmy, visually, you may want to lower your camera a little bit. You look like you're Where's Kilroy right now, just kind of creeping over the Mendoza line. It is a Football Friday on 104.3 FM WQAM. Now, I did this last Friday, and we'll try to get Crowder situated here, but I did this last Friday heading into the game against Buffalo. And I said, does anyone here have the guts to say that the Dolphins are going to defeat Buffalo? And no one had the guts. People had explanations as to why maybe it could happen, but nobody had the guts to say the Dolphins are going to beat Buffalo. So now we're on the cusp of this game in Spain. And by the way, Mike Cunha is going to join us from Spain this afternoon. It'll be late in the evening for him, but Mike Cunha from CBS 4 is going to join us. But now we get to the cusp of this game on Sunday, and I wonder, does anyone believe the Dolphins are going to embark on their first winning streak of the season, where they string together a couple dubs in a row? And I don't know if you're trying to get Crowder connected, Solana, but if you're listening and paying attention to the show, do you think the Dolphins win on Sunday and have a little mini winning streak going on?
I do. You know, it's funny. They've won 2 of their last 3. And just saying that almost sounds bizarre.
Yeah.
Could they make it 3 of their last 4? I think they do. I think we've talked about all the reasons why Washington is just not the same team you expected them to be. I'm not saying the Dolphins, I'm not guaranteeing a win, but I think I feel better about them winning this game than maybe any other game this season.
More than the Cleveland game, more than the Atlanta game, I didn't think they were.
No audio.
Yeah, well, let's keep him off the stage if he's just going to yell no audio. I don't know what that means, by the way, no audio. The audio's fine. I do think, and again, listen, is this a bad sign? Probably. I do believe that the Dolphins are going to win on Sunday, but I have been so wrong about this all season long. I thought the Dolphins were going to club Indianapolis in week 1 on the road. Everything that I thought this season, I thought that they were going to get whitewashed by Atlanta, and they were able to beat Atlanta. I didn't think they had a chance in hell against Buffalo last week. So I don't know what this means to those who might gamble on the game or are rooting for the Dolphins like we all are, but I feel like the Dolphins are going to be able to put it together for the second week in a row. So I'm rooting for the Dolphins. I feel like they're going to win. Vegas thinks that they're going to win. They're 2.5-point favorites, and we'll have to see what plays out on Sunday. But again, we will talk about it today. Twan Russell is going to join us. We can talk some Hurricanes. We can talk Dolphins. And Twan's got his charity pickleball tournament coming up tomorrow, so we'll talk to him about that. Lee Sterling, professional sports handicapper, he's going to join us. He's got a pick for the Dolphins game on Sunday. And like I said, Mike Cunha is going to join us from Madrid. You have the Dolphins. It'll be a 9:30 a.m. start for us on Sunday, which is what? It's 6 hours ahead there. So you do the math. I can't figure out what time that is.
3:30 in Spain,
in Madrid.
yes.
But Cunha's supposed to join us today around 4:25, which is about 10:25 p.m. in Madrid, and it'll be Friday night there, and he's going to take time out of his schedule. If it ends up working, he'll take time out of his schedule, and he will join us later this afternoon. So very excited about that. Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Today is the final day of the week, which means your final chance to win a $50 gift card to eat, drink, and watch sports at Twin Peaks. You got pro football, college football, basketball, hockey. I mean, it's all going on, and we're going to give away one more $50 gift card for Twin Peaks sometime before 6 o'clock today. Actually, we're off a little bit early today because Heat pregame starts at what, 5:45 tonight?
Yeah, 5:45. It's a 7 p.m. tip tonight, Hoch.
All right. Because I looked on the schedule, on the radio station schedule, and it said 8 p.m. tip-off, so I guess that was off by an hour?
Unless I'm off by an hour, but I don't believe I am. I believe the Heat game tonight begins at 7, and it does. So the station schedule is off by 1 hour.
All right. Well, you better check the clocks and the commercials and everything because the schedule says 8 p.m. tip-off.
Well,
tonight.
even if the schedule said 7 p.m., I double-check the clocks and commercials because those are always wrong, too.
That's a very good idea by you. So anyway, we'll be off sometime before around 5:45. We will give away the final Twin Peaks gift card for the week. Looks like Crowder has corrected all his audio issues. What did you do wrong, Crowder?
Oh, I think it was something through the system.
Was something through the system, Jimmy?
Really?
Jimmy's fault. Yeah, I couldn't do anything wrong.
It's always my fault. It's always my fault.
I want to know, what did he do, Solana? You know, what did he do?
No, his headphones were broken. That's simple. Yeah. Just needed better headphones.
Now, what headphones are you using? Delta?
I think these. Well, I'm at JetBlue now. I think those were American.
Did you see? Yes. Like, had you seen the headphones Crowder's been using for the past month, which are the ones that ostensibly were broken?
That were what?
Ostensibly. I saw that word this morning. I tried to use it. Have you seen the headphones he was using?
I still don't think you got it right, though.
I forgot how it was spelled. I saw somebody use it this morning. I wanted to try to work it in.
Ostensibly.
Yeah.
I cut up. I haven't posted it yet, but I have my old college roommate is in town staying with us. Jason and Lori hadn't seen the show yesterday, and I showed them last night. I said, I got to show you on YouTube just 2 moments from the show yesterday. One was Loose Sphincter, and the other one was Duels Airport. And we all had a very good laugh.
Can I post Loose Sphincter, like, as a reel? Would that?
Oh, 100%. In fact, I think we should create a character on the show named Loose Sphincter.
Loose Sphincter.
The way we used to have mittens.
He was using a headphone. One would plug in. The other one was like the other bud was clearly broken, and he just tied it up at the bottom. So it was just kind of hanging like this, like a knot, just hanging here at the bottom. And that's what he's been using. I'm surprised you hadn't picked up on that for the past month.
I wish I would have noticed that.
Actually, I don't put both headphones in when I watch movies on the plane.
Because you got to keep aware of your surroundings.
Man, y'all ain't. I'm not getting kidnapped. Y'all might get kidnapped. I got to make sure I know what's going on the plane, but also catch the motion picture.
Get kidnapped on an airplane?
I've seen too many movies. They take you underneath. They put you in the cargo hold. I'm not me.
Do you think you're flying on Air Force One? How exactly do you think you're getting to the cargo hold?
Yeah, I bet that. Till one of them little girls on the Netflix series, they thought that too. Not getting me. Big Chan's about to be here.
All right. Well, let's get headlines here for the start of the show. Brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Just so you know, Hoch, I texted Mike Cunio when you told me he was coming on with us earlier today. I don't know if he has a different phone or a separate phone or he's just caught up, but I texted him in Spanish. I said, Buenos días, Miguel. Creo que hoy sería mejor si nos acompañabas por video. ¿Qué opinas? So I told him I think it'd be better if you joined us via video. What do you think about that? And I haven't heard from him. So I don't know if he has a different phone that he's using over there.
He does.
Or if he just is annoyed that I'm texting him in Spanish, but he's in Madrid.
No, he does have a different phone. His phone doesn't have an international plan, so he's using a CBS4 phone, so there's a different phone number. And also, he doesn't speak Spanish.
Yeah, but he's in Madrid, right?
Yeah, but he's Italian, I believe.
You think you get to a country and speak their language?
Well, he spent 4 years at Columbus. Had to have picked up some Spanish there. Trust me.
One would think. Yeah, one would think.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, Full disclosure, I didn't watch the Thursday night football game yesterday at all. I didn't see any part of the game, but I did see that the Patriots won. They improved to 9-2. I don't know if you guys are buying into this Patriots team or not.
I mean, record-wise, it's kind of hard not to, right?
Yeah, they can play ball. It was boring. It was a terribly boring game. The Jets are terrible. Justin Fields, my goodness gracious, he's a rough watch. And then the Patriots they play boring football. Run, get a third down. Run, get a third down. Yeah, me and my son I think we both went to sleep watching the game.
They ended up covering. It was pretty dicey. If you were laying the 12.5, it was pretty dicey for most of it, but they ended up covering by the end. What did Rob Pizzola tell us yesterday? He said Drake May rushing under. Do you know how many yards he had?
He didn't run very much. It was 30-something. He probably hit the under.
He only had 4 carries for 2 yards.
Oh, yeah. And he knelt down at the end. So, it was that was a good bet by Pizzola.
And Justin Fields under quarterback is the Wildcat.
Whew. 15 of 26, 116 yards.
He can't throw. He doesn't know where to throw. He's confused. It's sad.
67 yards rushing.
No, he should have took off every time.
Hoch, didn't he have a stretch last year with the Bears? Was it last year? Or, I'm sorry, 2 years ago with the Bears, the final 5 or 6 games where it wasn't just him running the football. It was him as a pocket passer, as a quarterback, a true quarterback that I'm not saying Bears fans wanted any part of that in the future. That had kind of run its course, but there was promise with Justin Fields. Wasn't there like a 5-week stretch at the end of the season where they went 5-1 or something like that?
There were people who thought, my son included, that Justin Fields was – there were people who thought Caleb Williams was not going to be as good as Justin Fields. And my son bought a Justin Fields jersey with the Bears, has it hanging in his room, and really is only buying into Caleb this season finally. So Justin Fields did show enough as a pocket passer for a little bit to start winning some fans over. But yeah, it's you've watched him since. Like, he's very limited in the pocket.
Only promise is he's not going to let that ball go in time.
Admittedly, though, he's not on a very good team.
No. Receivers I've never heard of before in my life. Yeah, like they don't have any talent. They got rid of their best 2 players. We know the Jets are trying to lose, but just, man, it's sad watching him in that pocket.
Dolphins Commanders in Madrid, 9:30 on Sunday. Chop Robinson, good news. He clears concussion protocol. He's going to play Sunday. Apparently, there's a ton of posters featuring Chop Robinson around the city. You know, they're just, what's it called? Like advertisements around the city for the game. Chop has been featured heavily there. Anthony Weaver was saying, everybody's seeing this guy. We want to get him on the field. And it looks like he's going to be good to go. McDaniel said he'll play Sunday. Mike McDaniel also said he's aggressively optimistic about Aaron Brewer playing Sunday as well.
Who was the marketing team that said, let's feature Chop Robinson in Spain?
He's kind of a marquee player on this team, as crazy as that sounds.
Who? Chop Robinson?
Chop Robinson. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding.
What does marquee mean? I got a different definition.
Tell me who's more known on this team. You've got Tua Tagovailoa, Devon Achane, maybe Minka Fitzpatrick.
Waddle.
Who else?
Jalen Waddle. I don't think Chop Robinson would be recognized by 99% of people living in a 5-mile radius of the stadium.
I might not recognize Chop in Publix.
Yeah, where I Chop Robinson?
Yeah, coming into the season, I think there was a lot of Chop Robinson hype, not just in Miami. I think outside of South Florida, people expecting Chop to be a big part of this team. Really, I do. All you heard coming into this season was people talking about Chop Robinson and how he's going to be featured in this defense.
Who?
All you heard?
That's all you heard. I think you guys are downplaying how big of an impact Chop Robinson had on this defense last year. People were expecting Chop to have like a breakout season with the Dolphins this season around the NFL.
He was a backup. He was a marquee backup?
Starting this week. Bro, first
They
round
could have
pick?
done better.
I mean, you guys are talking like Chop Robinson, like he's
he's a guy
Greg
right
Dulcich.
now.
You're comparing him like he's Greg Dulcich or something. Like he's a practice squad player. He's a first round pick for the Dolphins who ended the season last year tearing it up.
Tearing it up. You go extreme on tearing it up.
But you're saying
Robinson
that he's got international
player.
recognition?
I don't. I'm just telling you that Crowder's saying who's part of the advertisement team that's putting Chop Robinson posters around the city of Madrid. And I'm telling you, there aren't many options to choose from when you're looking at this Dolphins team. There just aren't. It doesn't surprise me that Chop Robinson was one of the guys chosen.
So we're putting the Madronites on notice for Chop.
He's got the best celebration on the field, too.
Waddle still has the best celebration with the Penguin.
That is true.
He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it.
He has scored and hadn't done it. That's a miss.
Yeah, he did it once, right? Once this season?
Once this season.
Yeah.
I think it was in Buffalo, maybe. Any of you concerned with Tyreek Hill changing his Instagram bio to unemployed?
Did he do that for real? I never believed that stuff when people tweet that out.
Yeah, he did.
There's no other way for an injured NFL player week 11 to get attention. This is the way he can get attention.
Yeah, and he does that even when he's healthy, too. He likes attention.
Panthers beat the Caps 6-3. Shout out to my guy, Brad Marchand, joined the 1,000-point club.
It was really cool. Did it at the end on an empty netter, and teammates mobbed him on the ice. It was really cool. It was a cool moment last night.
What was he, the 122nd?
102nd is what Plagan said. Yeah.
102nd. Billy Lindsay, I was listening on radio. Billy Lindsay said it pretty cool. He was like, you're the 1% of all hockey players in the world that get a chance to play in the NHL, and now you're 101 of people in history of time that could do this. I was like, damn, that makes it that makes 102 sound a lot better because there's billions of people that would want to be in that club.
Yep, no doubt.
This dude's 37 years old, and he's dominating. Dominating.
Yeah, it's amazing. I said it to Plagans and Appel yesterday. I'm like, you're watching this guy. He'd have every reason in the world to just kind of coast through the regular season and wait till his teammates are back and healthy for the playoffs. And yeah, he is tearing it up.
Peptides.
That's kind of a deeper accusation than I think you realize.
No, peptides, man, it's legal. You got peptides, baby. Peptides, a new protein.
Are they legal? I don't know.
I don't even know what a peptide is.
Hawk, you'll look 26 again. Give it a month.
Was it a cream?
Exfoliation cream.
The Heat play the Knicks tonight. Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo are out. Jalen Brunson is out. This is an NBA Cup game, ladies and gentlemen, and your only local coverage is right here on QAM.
All right.
Hurricanes play NC State tomorrow, 3:30. You'll hear that on FM 104.3 WQAM as well.
All right.
Tonight, by the way, I'll remind everybody throughout the show, but tonight we are all big Dabo Swinney fans. All big Dabo Swinney fans, okay?
Why is that?
Because Clemson plays Louisville tonight in ACC action.
Oh.
And the Canes and Louisville both have 2 conference losses, but Louisville beat Miami. So if both end with 2 conference losses, Louisville jumps the Canes based on a head-to-head matchup. So we need Louisville to lose. There's other things that need to happen as well. There's a bunch of other things that need to happen. But this is, like tonight, this is what we're focused on. Clemson, this loser, Dabo Swinney, love you tonight. Loser, got to beat Louisville. Friday night game.
All right.
Yeah, that no transfer portal is not working well for Clemson. We grow them with God. God loves the transfer portal. People get baptized all the time. Let them transfer.
All right. Your weather. in South Florida right now, partly cloudy. It's in the 70s tonight. It'll be in the upper 60s. That's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable Ruud AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
All right, Twan Russell is going to join us in the next segment. Canes are home tomorrow, hosting NC State. You've got time today, tonight, tomorrow, before the game, to get to Caneswear in Davie. Pick up some new Canes gear in case you're going to the game. You can always shop online at caneswear.com if you're going to a future game. Dolphins, I mean, they beat Buffalo last week. Maybe they make it 2 in a row on Sunday. You've got time to get Dolphins gear. Maybe you're going to a watch party, one of those early morning watch parties for the Fins this Sunday. Get to Caneswear in Davie because it's not just Canes merch. It's Dolphins, Inter Miami, Heat, Marlins, Panthers. Caneswear has it all. Hurricane basketball as well. They've got shirts, hats, jerseys, shorts, hoodies for you and the entire family. And in fact, I mentioned it yesterday, not too early to start thinking about holiday shopping. You can do that at Caneswear in Davie. They've got team-branded phone cases, slides, clocks, pennants. They've got anything you can think of. Just visit the store in Davie on University Drive, right next to La Spada's, or you can always shop online at caneswear.com. They honestly have anything Canes you can think of. So make it a point to get there this week or this weekend, or just hop online right now and start shopping. Caneswear.com is the website. Caneswear, the spot South Florida sports fans shop.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I don't look like a typical major leaguer, but I can throw that gas.
know.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You singing?
I don't know.
Football Friday, our friend Twan Russell is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Before we talk football, I always remind you the best place to get geared up with Canes or Dolphins merch is Caneswear in Davie. Twan Russell was a linebacker for the Hurricanes and the Dolphins. He's currently the athletic director at St. Thomas and the man behind the Russell Education Foundation, which does such great work for young people here in South Florida. And tomorrow is their third annual Rally for Reading pickleball tournament in Coconut Creek. You ready for a little pickleball tomorrow, Twan?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll be there early. I'll be representing. I don't know if I'll be able to play pickleball though. I get those bad knees. They're trying to talk me into it. Just the last time I played, I literally were in crutches for like an entire week.
from pickle, like, correct me if I'm wrong, because this is the third one, and I feel like every time the tournament comes up, you have another reason as to why you're not playing in the tournament. I remember, I think the first year you said, I think you said that you weren't very good at pickleball. You needed to learn your skills a little better, and then the second year, I don't know, and now you're saying you'll end up on crutches. What's going on here, Twan? Because I saw you at Tucker Dukes. You look like you were fit and in good shape.
Yeah, I could be fit and have bad knees. The first year I played, and I played at a high level. I mean, I came second from last. And then I'm joking, by the way. The second one,
I don't know. I'm not sure you are.
The second one, we were traveling out of town conveniently, and I couldn't go to the tournament because the football team was playing out of town, and I couldn't play. But I'll be there. I'll be ready to go. I mean, I'm not going to play. I'll be there. I'll be rooting people on. I'll guest refereeing, talking trash. I'll be there.
So, Twan, it took you to this day or this year to figure out that you're old and your knees don't work no more? Because it hit me a long time ago.
No, I don't know if I ever told you when I decided to retire, I was at my mom's house crossing 441, and I was going to the store. I said, let me walk. So I walked to the store, and there was a car coming. I misjudged it, so I said I had to run. Now I am still employed in the National Football League, and I remember dang near getting hit by a car because I couldn't cross the street. I was like, man, if I can't cross the street, how in the world am I going to go out there and play football? And that was the moment that I realized that I couldn't play football anymore. And unfortunately, that's been the story of my life, that I haven't been able to cross the street since 2003.
You drive to the neighbor's house. No, I'm just drive.
Man, hey, I'm driving my bike. I'm taking my car. My wife dropping me. I can barely drive. No, I'm not doing that. I love life.
Ricky. He's like Ricky in Boys in the Hood, trying to go down the back alley. No. They're gaining on him. Are you playing in the pickleball tournament, Solana?
Yeah, Twan, it's probably better you sit on the sideline. Just watch me collect the gold.
He's been talking trash for a year. He's telling me how he's coming for the tournament. He's going to win it.
No, he's very serious about pickleball. Do you bring your own partner in this, Solana, or do you get paired with someone? How does this work?
Nah, I got my guy. We call him Hefty Lefty. He'll be playing with me tomorrow.
Hefty Lefty. Hefty Lefty.
We played.
I don't know if I feel comfortable doing anything with somebody named Hefty Lefty.
Well, I only do pickleball with a Hefty Lefty.
Well, I'm just saying, it sounds complicated.
You'll meet him tomorrow. Kind of a sketchy guy, but
right. How is the competition at your? Hey, if people still want to get in the pickleball tournament, Twan, is there still room or is it sold out?
Yes, there's still room. They can go to our website at Russell Education Foundation, and around the homepage you can click and sign up. Today is the last day to register, so yeah, they can still register.
Are there bigger celebrities than Solana and Hefty Lefty?
Easy.
Well, he's the only celebrity that counts.
Which one? Hefty Lefty?
I don't know Hefty Lefty. That's about Solana.
I think it's an imaginary friend. I think in high school he dated a girl named Hefty Lefty. All right, we got to move on.
Lady.
So if you want to get in on the pickleball tournament, it's tomorrow. You can meet Solana. And Solana, if you listen to this show, he talks about his pickleball prowess like nothing else that he talks about, right? Because everything he does is with a grain of salt, but then with pickleball, Solana is very serious. He's constantly posting pictures on the weekends at the podium for the Dink Club where he plays. Like, this is going to be a real test, Twan. We're going to need a real report when this is over, Twan.
Well, pickleball is the average man's sport. I mean, it's the one sport you don't have to move that much, and as long as you can swing a paddle, you can go. So this is perfect for him.
Yeah. There you go.
Says the guy who can't play the average man's sport anymore, huh, Twan?
Because I played at the highest level, and I left it on the field, just so you know. You're still trying to figure
Yeah. Oh, you just got smacked down, Solana. Smacked down. Twan, we were talking yesterday and the day before about the Hurricanes, and we were saying, give the team a letter grade. They've played 9 games. There's 3 left. And I will say, like, Crowder and I were in the B category because the victories over Notre Dame and Florida State and Florida. And Solana's of the opinion they can't be more than a C right now because they've had 2 disappointing losses, and they're really not going to be in contention to play in the ACC championship game. So when you look at the Hurricane season so far as a whole, knowing that they've had big victories and they've had disappointing losses, could you come up with a letter grade for them so far?
It's funny you said. I was just having this argument the other day. I'm giving them a B-, and I would not give them a C because they've had some impressive victories, I mean, at least early in the season. And I think the rest of their season is favorable. I mean, they have an opportunity to win out. I am optimistic. I do believe that, I believe they can beat North Carolina. I think they have Virginia Tech and Pittsburgh after that. If they win out, they have an opportunity to back into, the conversation. I mean, if they're a 2-loss team, and when they're making decisions on who can come in for a national championship game, University of Miami is going to have an argument that they can be in that conversation. They may or may not play in the ACC championship, but they have an opportunity to play in the national championship. And at the end of the day, that's what it's really about. And yeah, I think they're kind of finding their swag. The creativity that they showed last week against Syracuse, I was like, okay, maybe we're making some moves. Some things are happening. I'm excited about them finishing out the year and with a little bit of luck, have an opportunity to still play for a national championship.
But Twan, I gave them a B- as well. But isn't it a failure of a year if they don't go to that college football playoffs? And as I'm hearing it and we're looking into it, if you don't win the ACC, there might be only one ACC team in the 12 that make it.
I mean, I think heck, we're the University of Miami. I think it's a failure anytime we don't play in a national championship game. And that's kind of been what's been going on for several years. Hey, we lost 2 games. We realized that we were human. And I think we anticipated having a much better season. But I do think that we're making adjustments. I do think that we have an opportunity to finish strong. And I don't agree. Like, I really believe if we went out, I think that we could be 15. I think we could be 15 and back into the national championship hunt. Who would you put over us? When you start looking at that, top 16 group that's going to go in, who would you put over us in that bottom 5? And I think we're going to be in that argument. And if we get in, I think we have opportunity to be very aggressive and play very well. And who knows, it's about finishing strong. And I think that Syracuse game is giving us a little bit of confidence. And I think that we could, win out at North Carolina this weekend and then finish up through the last 2. I think we have an opportunity to go.
Hey, Twan, I know, as you said, if they're not competing for a national title, it's always a disappointment. That's the standard that Miami wants to get back to. Does this feel, though, in terms of talent, just sheer talent on the team the past 2 seasons now with Mario Cristobal, does this feel as close as it ever felt over the past decade as those legendary, like, early 2000 Hurricanes teams and obviously the teams prior to that as well? Like, is this the closest it's felt since then? Again, just in sheer talent that Miami's been able to put on the field.
The last 2 years in the preseason, I felt that we had an opportunity to make a run for a national championship berth. And obviously we didn't do it last year, and we're still having the conversation now. Yeah, I think we're going in the right direction. We have the talent to do it. I think we just have to figure out how to make it all work. The problem that's going on in college football right now, globally, not just at the University of Miami, the teams that can acquire players and retain them over time, and they have players 2 and 3 years at a time, they're going to be the ones winning. Unfortunately, in the last couple of years, we're making great strides in bringing in talent. But if you look at it, we still have a lot of new guys in that realm, and we have the quarterback is a first-year quarterback at the University of Miami. If we had a quarterback 2 and 3 years that's been in that system, we're going to be a much better team. And I think the University of Miami has to figure out ways to find talent early on coming out of high school where they can develop, because those are going to be the teams that have 3 and 4 year guys at their program that cultivated and developed in their program to be successful. And they're doing it. If you look at their young talent that they played in that game, they played a lot of young guys. It was fun to see those guys run around, and to see what the future looks like is exciting. But we got, it's challenging. We're trying to win the now and win the future simultaneously. And the guys that we're playing with now are guys that have been here 1 or 2 years, and we need to, as we develop those guys 2 and 3 years, 4 years who've been in the program, you're going to see a completely different University of Miami football team.
And Twan, one thing Mario gets criticized about is, call it running the score up, where you get a lead and you eat the clock, you run the ball, you know what I'm saying, the 4-minute offense as they call it. You as a player, I know you've coached and now you're an athletic director. What's your philosophy on running the score up? Because mine is, if you can't stop me, I'm going to throw up 100 on you.
I don't know if it's about running the score, but you got to play smart. No longer is 4 touchdowns a comfortable win. I mean, even in high school football, if you got 4 touchdowns on somebody, we've all seen, someone scored 3 touchdowns in 10 minutes, and all of a sudden you're fighting for your life at the end of the game. So you start playing tactically. Okay, we're gonna play a little bit more conservative offense, or maybe our defense, we're gonna do less pressures and play more zone, because we don't want that one-on-one battle and maybe a big play. So now you're playing to prevent the big plays, and it's a strategy. It's a hard balance between, if we press and we're aggressive and we throw a pick, or we press and we're blitzing and we miss, and now you have somebody running down the field by themselves. Now it puts you in a situation where you're up by 3 touchdowns, and now you're fighting for your life at the end of the game. It's a challenging thing to do as a head coach, because you have to balance between, all right, if I'm going to be aggressive, here are the things that can happen if I'm aggressive. If I play conservative, here are the things that will happen if I play conservative. So I think they're trying to find that balance between being aggressive and conservative simultaneously, depending on the team that they're playing.
Solana, you play aggressive or conservative pickleball?
Just depends who we're playing against. We have to review the matchup, obviously, and then we'll pick apart our opponents.
You're watching film on your opponent?
Yeah, we'll pick apart our opponents' weaknesses and then expose them there. Typically, the backhand dink, Twan, is where we expose people.
His opponents
wait, are you getting cell phone film?
All his opponents are 60.
What was it, the backhand dink?
The backhand dink. A lot of times you drop into the kitchen to their backhand, and if they can't execute that backhand dink properly to the center of the kitchen, Twan, well, guess what? Hefty Lefty's going to make them pay.
Hey, Shannon, he got scouts advancing on the other teams. The pickleball tournament, breaking down the film.
It sounds like Twan is really downplaying how big of a community pickleball has become. And I can
tell you this. I can tell you this, because Twan's tournament is tomorrow. We're going to get an actual report from someone watching you play, other than us just hearing about you yourself talk about you play. Twan, I want you to watch him as if you have the #1 pick in the draft and you cannot get it wrong. You got to see every strength and weakness in this guy's game and give us a report.
Done. I'm definitely going to do it, because, first of all, we're not going to let you bring 10 extra people and a film crew and analysts to come in our place and take up space and drink up all our drinks and food to go scout your opponents that you're going to be playing. That's not going to happen.
First line on the Solana scouting report, Twan, just so you know, they call me Springy. I'm springy all over the place, man.
Got some spring in his step.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
Well, tomorrow is Twan Russell's Russell Education Foundation Pickleball Tournament, 3rd annual. Solana will be playing And if you want to get in still, you're a pickleball player, you want to get in, it's the 3rd annual Rally for Reading Pickleball Tournament. It's in Coconut Creek. You can go to russelleducationfoundation.com and get all the info there. And even if you're not going to play in the tournament, go to russelleducationfoundation.com and just click the Make a Donation link, because they do amazing work in South Florida. And Twan Russell always has time for his charitable endeavors and always has time for the show as well. We appreciate it, Twan.
No, thank you very much. And Solana, if you win tomorrow, I will come on and say you're the greatest pickleball player in Broward County.
Wow.
Okay. Hands down.
All right.
It's a huge amount of pressure. Do you think you can actually win this tournament, Solana?
I am expecting to win this tournament tomorrow.
Who's your biggest competitor? Do you know the people in there?
No, I really don't. I haven't been able to play against anybody there. But Twan,
That's my point.
I looked up. Here's Twan.
So you're saying this is not going to be his typical competition at the JCC Dink Club when it's Ira and Ethel Goldberg?
You're
this is
downplaying.
Not a tennis course outside your apartment. This is real pickleball.
Twan, I just want you to know there's an entire system that calculates people's divisions and scores. And let's just say, I feel pretty good about my chances tomorrow, Twan. Let's just say I feel pretty good.
Can't wait.
All right.
Text me throughout the tournament, Twan, please. Text me throughout the tournament. As many pictures as you can get. All right. We'll see you, Twan. Thanks, man.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
There you go. RusselleEducationFoundation.com is the website. Everyone is invited to the Hard Rock Party. Doesn't matter who you are. Sign up. Your name is on the list for Hard Rock Bet's season-long celebration. Sign up today. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got yourself a winning bet, a boosted bankroll. That's how you get the party started on Hard Rock Bet. Don't get bit by the injury bug anymore. Bet the Week 11 games with injury insurance. If the player you bet on exits the game in the first half due to injury, you'll get your bet back as a bonus bet. College football's race for a playoff spot's coming down to the wire. Every game, every rivalry, every upset matters more than ever. Don't just watch the chaos on Saturday. Bet on it. And if you're looking for some playoff energy, basketball-wise in November here, the NBA Cup is here tonight. You can shoot your shot all tournament long with Hard Rock Bet. Step in the cage, bet on the biggest names in MMA with 322% profit boosts for the 322 fights tomorrow night. Make your picks pack a more powerful punch on the Hard Rock Bet app. Make sure you download it right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
What about FD Florida and FD Sun?
How about FU? Yeah. 3 o'clock hour on a football Friday. Always enjoy talking with Juan Russell. Solana will have his big pickleball tournament performance tomorrow. Be interesting to see if the hype matches, if the play matches the hype, I should say.
Solana, you know you play with old people, right? There might be some young people out there.
It's just not true. It's just not true. I also don't understand why it's so shocking to you that I may be great at something. I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around this. I mean, you guys have been around me for so long. You've got to know I've got several qualities that put me ahead.
And Solana, I'm with you. You are a talented human being. Like, you're smart. I think you're savvy. You got some jokes in you. You're nothing of an athlete. You have no athletic bone in your body.
I would take issue with that, Crowder. I don't think anything you said before you talked about his non-athletic abilities was true. I don't think he has any of the attributes that you mentioned before, also pointing out he has no athletic ability.
Yeah. This whole I can beat you at thing. Like, you should take that whole
We're going to find out tomorrow. Tuan is going to be an impartial set of eyes. We are going to find out tomorrow. One thing we know about Tuan, he does not lie. He is God-fearing, church-going. We are going to get the truth from Tuan after he watches Solana tomorrow at the tournament.
You nervous now?
No, I played last night. I went 9-0 in group play. Like, I'm playing at the highest level that I've ever played at. I'm like LeBron with the Heat right now.
I'm playing at the highest level I've ever played at.
In group
get
play.
Up 4 months ago.
In group play.
Group play, 9-0.
Let's do 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored. That's brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. So Sunday, Game Day Uncensored. What time did you guys decide? 7 a.m. start?
Yeah, 7-8, bright and early. 7 a.m. That's the earliest we can even put anybody on the radio station, apparently, on the weekend. So bright and early, 7 a.m.
So an abbreviated, a 2.5-hour Game Day Uncensored, 7 a.m. on Sunday. Tobin, Solana, Omar Kelly, Chris Perkins. They will get you ready for Dolphins and Commanders. Line on that game is 2.5 still. Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites. I wanted to go over the other games on Sunday, see what your initial thoughts are. Jacksonville, this is the game that Josh Appel is calling for Sports USA. Jacksonville is hosting Oronde Gadsden II and the Chargers. You want to guess what the line is there?
Chargers still favored by 2.
Yeah, Chargers are 3-point favorites Sunday in Jacksonville. And I like the Chargers in that game.
Yeah, Solana yesterday talking about Jacksonville, pretenders or contenders. I don't even know why they put them on the list. Goodness.
Well, they were going through all the AFC teams that had an above 500 record, and they do. And are you forgetting they beat the Kansas City Chiefs?
Oh, well, he do had to fall on his butt, get up, make a tee, and then run into the end zone. Yeah, man. I remember that play.
How about Houston, and it'll be Davis Mills again, right, at quarterback?
Yeah.
Houston at Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans.
Houston, road favorite, same thing, 3.
Houston minus 1.5.
Houston is a 6-point favorite with Davis Mills going up against Cam Ward.
That's crazy.
Isn't that?
Well, the Titans are bad. We talk about the Jets just because they're in our division. The Titans are terrible.
Bears.
I hope Cam Ward doesn't turn into David Carr.
I know. Just so shell-shocked that he never recovers.
Yeah, because I think Justin Fields is on the back end of his career already. I hope it doesn't happen to Cam.
Chicago Bears are at Minnesota. And who's quarterbacking for Minnesota?
It is J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah. So Caleb and J.J. Bears at Minnesota.
I go board. Minnesota by 3 at home.
Yeah. 4.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Minnesota 2.5. Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers. He was tired looking last week. Aaron Rodgers, Pittsburgh hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. So you got Aaron Rodgers going up against Joe Flacco in 2025.
What year are we in?
That's amazing, right? That's an amazing matchup in 2025, and they're both starting. Like, that's crazy.
Pittsburgh 2.5 at home.
That's a game you'd expect more to see at the Dink Club than
Yes.
you would, like, those two quarterbacks. It would be like less out of place walking into the Dink Club for a tournament game.
Oh, Joe, you can get to that kitchen still, huh, Joe? Yeah, I can, Aaron.
We drug test at Dink Club, so ayahuasca Aaron is not allowed.
They sell ayahuasca at the gas station.
Nah, it's got to be like some dumbed down version of ayahuasca.
It says it on there, mushroom ayahuasca, like pills for relaxation and stuff. I don't know. It didn't make me feel any different.
Pittsburgh is a 5-point favorite on Sunday. How about Atlanta hosting the Carolina Panthers? So that's Bryce Young, he's back, and Michael Penix Jr.
Atlanta 4.5.
What a brutal game.
You love Bryce Young.
These are some rough ones here, boy.
Falcons -4.5.
Yeah, Falcons -3.5. This one's interesting. I was going to ask this one of Lee Sterling in the next segment because I want to just AFC East fascinates me, and you saw New England won again last night. Buffalo is hosting Tampa Bay.
Oh. Yeah, no, because Tampa lost and Buffalo got beat by a bad team.
Yeah, Miami.
Bingo, I didn't want to say it. No, I think Buffalo still, 3.5.
I have a feeling it's going to be higher than that. Buffalo -6, 6.5?
5.5. Buffalo -5.5.
Yeah. I think they're going to get a get-back game here soon.
How about this one? Green Bay is at the New York Giants. I just got a push notification, though, that Jackson Dart is out for the Giants. So officially, because I think we all thought it was going to be Jameis, right? And I think it will be Jameis. Green Bay at the Giants.
Oh, Green Bay road favorites 5.5.
Why do I think the Giants might be 1-point favorites at home?
Because you're not very intelligent. Green Bay is a 7-point favorite on the road.
Well, I love Jameis too, Solana.
I might be inclined to bet them, though. I'm kind of with Solana there. I might be inclined to take the 7 with Jameis. Jameis, you don't know what you might get a 4-touchdown game from Jameis.
Oh, they're going to be close late or they're going to lose by 40. But Jameis isn't going. He's not going to just keep it nice. Jameis is going to throw 12 balls over 30 yards.
It was less respect I was giving to Jameis, more disrespect I'm giving to Green Bay.
You're out on them.
Green Bay plays down to opponents every single week. If they're playing a great team, they'll compete. If they're playing a bad team, they'll play bad. That's just who they've been all season long. I'm out on Jordan Love and the Packers this year.
And Jordan Love has happy feet. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's been sacked.
Looks different, doesn't he? Yeah.
What were they playing last game? He was terrified in the pocket.
Rams are hosting Seattle.
Oh.
Rams have looked good. Sam Darnold has looked good.
Yeah, Seattle can play now.
Yeah.
Hell of a game there, boy. Yeah, they go bored. Rams by 3 just because they're at home.
That's exactly it. Rams by 3. Then Arizona is hosting San Francisco. Is it Jacoby Brissett still? Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett is playing because Kyler Murray's on IR, but I did see Brock Purdy will start this week. So Mac Jones to the bench.
Niners at Arizona.
Niners 2.5-point favorites on the road.
Niners -1?
Yeah, Niners -3, which I think I would be inclined to bet San Fran on that. I would feel comfortable laying the points there.
Yeah.
How about this one? Kansas City at Denver. But for Denver, oh no, it is Bo Nix.
Yeah, it's Bo Nix.
Yeah. Kansas City at Denver.
Denver 2.5.
Nah, Chiefs favorites on the road, -1.
Chiefs are 3.5-point road favorites.
Denver stinks.
I thought Denver
Denver
was decent.
They're 8-2, but that team stinks.
Bro,
They've got a good defense. They can't.
That damn defense can ball.
Imagine getting an 8-2 team at home and 3.5 points.
I'm betting Denver.
They're begging you to bet Denver. It strikes me as they may somehow Vegas knows. Then you've got
Vegas all the time.
Baltimore at Cleveland, Lamar Jackson, and Dylan Gabriel.
Oh, Baltimore road favorites 7.
Lamar's playing. I just saw right now. Lamar's going to play. Bro, I would bet an alternate line. Ravens -13, -14.
Really? Yeah, it's Ravens -7.5.
This has to be the biggest line of the week, though, right?
Let's see. That is the biggest line of the week. 7.5.
Yeah. They're going to beat the hell out of them.
And then the Sunday night game, Detroit at Philadelphia.
Oh, we got some good ones this week.
It's a good game. Yeah.
Yeah. Philly 2.5.
Eagles -1.5.
Yeah, it's Eagles -2.5. And then
I'm
Monday
taking
night.
Lions. I'm taking the Lions big.
Monday night is Dallas at Vegas.
Ooh. Dallas road favorites.
Yeah.
2.5.
Vegas is bad, right?
4.5.
Vegas is.
Yeah, 3.5. Dallas, 3.5. Road favorites. We are going to talk with Lee Sterling this hour. He'll give us some picks for Canes, Dolphins, and I'm curious about that Buffalo-Tampa Bay game. Let's get headlines here for the 3 o'clock hour, brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
No update on Sandy Alcantara's Marlins future, by the way, since yesterday, Hoch. Right around this time, I just wanted to give you a heads up, in case you were wondering.
I appreciate that because it had been weighing on me.
Yeah, but I'm counting the days towards winter meetings. I'll keep you updated.
How many days?
Right now, we're about 72 days away from winter meetings.
All right.
Keep me updated. I can't sleep.
Somebody texts in, would you trade Tua for Cam Ward? Take the contracts out of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Wow.
I think I've seen Tua's ceiling. I don't know what Cam Ward could be in a year or so.
Not only that, I understand the Titans stink and Cam hasn't looked great, but that team stinks overall. Like he's got no weapons. They don't have a good running game. They've got no offensive line. His only weapon is injured every single week. 100%. I think Cam is going to be really good in the NFL. We saw him last year, a whole season. Like, he's got all the tools to be a good NFL quarterback.
Well, I know why he would appeal to Dolphins fans. The same reason he would appeal to me. First of all, I'm a Hurricanes fan, but watching him scramble the way that he was able to extend plays with the Hurricanes versus watching Tua be unable to extend plays, like, that's mouth-watering. Yeah. But like you say, Crowder, I think he might be a really good quarterback. You didn't say elite, and I kind of feel like you're kind of looking for the same thing that Tua gives you, other than he's got other ways to get you.
He can run. That you're right, Hawk. That's appealing to me because even Caleb Williams won the game, and Caleb's not known for his running ability. He won the damn game last week scrambling. If you look, even the young guys there is no pocket passers in the world anymore. All the draft picks, all the top guys in college, everybody can run. Matt Stafford and Jared Goff and Aaron Rodgers are the 3 lone gunmen right now that can still play. Flacco, think about the names I'm saying. Goff, Allen, Stafford, they're all in their 40s. You need to be able to scramble if you could play in this day and age in the NFL.
Bro, Tua would rather take a dive on a last-second play at the end of the half than attempt a 50-yard pass, Hail Mary, just to take a chance because he doesn't want to be embarrassed. He can't reach that field. Cam Ward can put the ball in the end zone from his own 35. Like, what are we doing here? This guy's got a rocket.
Marcus Russell had a rocket.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
In the fourth
Cam
row.
is not Jamar. No, Cam is not Jamarcus Russell.
Even if he ends up being Jamarcus Russell, like give me the unknown. I know what I have with Tua right now. Give me the unknown.
I'm with you, Solana.
All right. Tonight, Heat play the Knicks. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off.
Bam playing
the game here. Bam and Hero are out.
All right.
And Jalen Brunson is out for the Knicks.
So this Bam injury is a little more serious than you had initially thought, Solana. This is what, 5th game missed? 4th game missed?
This will be his 5th game out. He missed all 4 games on the homestand. The Heat went 3-1. And Tuesday, he was out of the walking boot, which is good news. But I think if you're the Heat, you went 3-1 without him. Mm-hmm. And you're playing a Knicks team right now that is without Jalen Brunson. You should be able to handle them, or at least you like your chances. Why rush him back? Give him extra time. You don't play until Monday after this game. You get the Knicks again. So no reason to rush him back.
Even after losing to Cleveland's backups?
Yeah, I mean, look, that sucked. But rebounding wasn't even really the issue in that game. And Crowder, I mean, overall, sour taste the way that homestand ended. But had I told you were going to go 3-1 when you were playing Cleveland twice and a back-to-back to start that road trip, coming off a 4-game West Coast road trip, they went 4-1 and you'd split the 2 games with Cleveland, I think you would have taken that. Especially without Bam, you would have taken that.
100%.
You want to guess the line for tonight's game?
Solana, I don't know. Heat.
I think the Heat might be favorites. Heat -1, Heat -2.
Knicks -6.
Stop.
Yeah,
What
I'm
do
a
you
lot
mean,
better at the
stop?
NFL line.
No, I mean, obviously you're not making that up. I don't get that.
Karl Anthony Towns at New York.
The Knicks are good, but the Heat already beat them the first time they played here in Miami. Close game.
Bam,
Miami was able to win with Bam, but the Knicks are missing Jalen Brunson, who does everything for them. You know what I mean? Like, the Heat are without Bam for sure, but the Heat just proved over a 4-game sample size they can play well enough to win games without Bam. The Knicks without their leading scorer, their leading assist getter, like, he's everything for that offense.
You know who's fallen into out of playoff contention, into play-in contention?
The Chicago Bulls, right where they belong.
And the Heat.
The Heat are 7-5 though. They're all right.
But they're the 8 seed. They're the 8 seed.
Well, I believe the Heat and the Bulls are the same team pretty much.
No.
Well, their records show it right now. Heat are 7-5. Bulls are 6-5.
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll find out at the end of the year. But I really
think they play next week.
Think they are.
Bulls and Heat next week.
Do they?
Yeah.
I know we play the Knicks and the Warriors.
Are we more talented than the Bulls?
Yeah, I do believe the Miami Heat at full strength have more talent. I'd rather have a Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Norman Powell as your best 3 players than Kobe White, Josh Giddey, and Vucevic. Like
you're literally not going to mention Buzelis in those 3 players. You are not going to mention Matas Buzelis.
You think Matas Buzelis is a top 3 player in the Chicago Bulls?
I think he's the best player on the Heat if you put him on the Heat roster right now.
Okay. Hawk, you're right, by the way. That's an NBA Cup game next week. Heat at Bulls.
Yeah.
Heat at Bulls.
Yeah. You have to make a wager.
I got the Heat in that one, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't wondering.
Don't you have the Heat winning out?
He does.
You're crazy.
In fact, he has them winning the 5 games they've already lost.
We're 12-0 in my book. The Florida Panthers are actually winning games. Shout out to them. They beat the Caps 6-3. That means at home they continue to play very well despite a shaky road record. And congrats to Brad Marchand. He is now one of just 12 active players to reach the 1,000-point club. I'm going to read you the list of players, and you're going to be wildly impressed.
Should we guess?
Absolutely.
All right, Crowder, you go first.
Mario Lemieux.
All right. You nailed that one.
Ovechkin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the jersey swap yesterday in the tunnel with Ovechkin and Marchand?
Oh, that's cool.
It literally looks like me standing next to you. Like Marchand is so little and Ovechkin is so big.
Hoch, how was that?
My boo cakes wasn't down there yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't see him yesterday when we walked down there.
How is that the three guys who have been tearing up the NHL over the past decade?
That's crazy, right?
It looked more like the shuffleboard championships at a retirement home.
Like
than
Ovechkin's got all gray hair. Marchand is my size. It really is funny, that picture. These guys are tearing up the NHL. No one can compete with these guys. And it looks like, a cruise ship.
They're about to go play shuffleboard.
Yeah, it's funny.
So it's the Crosman.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky.
Mm-hmm.
Connor McDavid. Larry David. And David Banner.
David J.
Boar.
Boar. Is there a boar in there?
Gordie
Howe. There you go.
Howe. That's why I got it mixed up. Gordie Howe was boar.
Hey, I brought up David J. Neal. Hoch, the day you were off, Crowder and I were working together, or maybe this was the day of the Thursday night football game, whatever. It's happened like 2 weeks ago. I mentioned something on the air where I said the Miami Dolphins brand. I'm not talking about currently. I'm just talking overall. The brand is one of the most iconic brands in the National Football League. And my logic there is 72 team, undefeated team, and Dan Marino for 30 years under the Shula reign. The Dolphins were a perennial playoff contender. They have the only undefeated season ever. Like, this is NFL royalty. So I said that. They're one of the most iconic brands in the NFL. And David J. Neal took, who I love, we all love, he took massive issue with that. He said they're not even making the podium. Bears, Packers, Dallas, Steelers, Raiders, 49ers off the top of my head would rank ahead of the Dolphins historically, and that's the people 50 and over. You guys
I'm going to have to agree with Solana and disagree with David J. Neal. I think one of the reasons the Dolphins team that Crowder was on, that was chosen to play the first international game in London, is because their brand is so recognizable.
And to your point, that the Marino stuff was big, and the 72 for only undefeated team, all those stats are big. And just on the simplistic side of it, turquoise and orange.
Yeah. And a dolphin.
A dolphin. You know,
the Bears,
recognizable.
One of the original teams, but like the Bears, there's a million Bear teams out there. Are there any other Dolphin teams? I'm not even kidding. Are there any college Dolphin teams?
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Jacksonville Bears?
Jacksonville Dolphins.
What are we talking about?
Take that, David J. Neal.
Yeah.
No, we got told that, though, honestly. You brought it up first. We got told the reason that we were in the first international game was because Giants Dolphins were they did a study on it.
It makes sense. Yeah. Ace Ventura, somebody puts on the chat.
It was because Chop Robinson was going to get drafted one day. The hell, Solana talking about?
You're talking about Chop Robinson like I'm telling you, like he's Greg Dulcich, and I don't understand why. I don't see why. You've been taking shots at Waddle, calling him a fake wide receiver one. Now you're downplaying the Dolphins' future edge rusher, who I believe will be a Pro Bowler.
You're saying he's got international brand name recognition.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said.
I said it was a miss to put him on a poster in Madrid for the representing the Dolphins.
Unless every single roster person is on a poster somewhere, then obviously it makes sense. But if they selected 3 people to put on posters, Chop Robinson is a miss. It is. There's no recognizability there. I got a funny tweet. I got to find this on Twitter. Omar Kelly had tweeted out Omar Kelly tweeted out, Miami, this is a quote from Minka Fitzpatrick. Miami is not a huge sports town. You can walk around, have lunch, breakfast, dinner in the city without being recognized. Maybe guys like Tua have a hard time, but I haven't really been recognized. That was from Minka today, okay? Mm-hmm. And you had used Minka as an example of maybe someone who's more recognizable than Chop Robinson. And Minka's telling you he doesn't even get recognized in Miami. And the reason that I know Omar tweeted that is because a guy named Aaron tweeted it and wrote, I could pick out Mark Hochman better than Minka. And that guy, Aaron, came up to me while I was having avocado toast today at a cafe in Boca and said, you're Mark Hochman. And I said, yeah. He goes, been listening to you for years, and I just moved to Boca. And I said, oh, what's your name? He said, Aaron. And that is a little story time with Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. But like Minka himself is telling you he doesn't get recognized in Miami. I don't know how Chop Robinson is a draw in Madrid.
No, not at all.
I do like this new game show. Minka Fitzpatrick or Mark Hochman, who's more recognizable, but just use you two as the barometer for anybody else. I'll tell you guys, I've told this story before when I'm traveling with the Finns. Dolphins go up to Baltimore week 2. Remember in 2022, Tua has his best game ever. And he leads the comeback against Baltimore, and he throws touchdowns, and they win. And I land back in Miami the next day. I'm coming back to the studio. I'm in an Uber. And this guy's listening to Spanish sports talk radio. Never forget this. And I'm sitting in the car. I'm kind of wearing Dolphins gear. And he asked me, he's like, hey, I picked you up at the private airport. Where are you coming from? I said, oh, I'm traveling with the Dolphins. And he said, the who? And I'm expecting, to flex a little.
Right.
He's like, the who? I'm like, the Miami Dolphins, the American football team. He's like, oh, never heard of them. This is a guy, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's fascinating. So what do you like? Oh, I like soccer. How long have you been in Miami? I've been here 16 years. This is a guy who has lived in Miami for 16 years and just never bothered to take any interest in American football. Zero. Nice guy, loves sports, loves soccer, big Real Madrid fan, zero interest in American football.
Hey, you know what, Solana, you led me into my point about Mika's comments. When everybody does Miami's not a sports town, they are a sports town. They just have other stuff there, and some people aren't going to get intrigued by sports. You live in Green Bay, Wisconsin, you're worried about when the Raccoons are going to mate and the Green Bay Packers. That's all you got. Down here, some people don't give a damn about football or basketball or baseball or hockey. No one cares. They have other things to do, and it's an international town. I kind of cape up for Miami nowadays because I think it's all BS.
Well, I will tell you, Solana kind of buried the lead in that story. The kicker is that guy in the car was David J. Neal.
I'd recognize David J. Neal anywhere.
Very few reporters have ever worn a dashiki to cover an NHL game. He is one of one.
I recognize David J. Neal over Chop Robinson.
I would too.
I got a response from Mike Cunha, by the way. What the F does that mean? Your weather in South Florida right now, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows will be in the mid to upper 60s. That's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable Root AC systems. Visit chillzoneac.com.
All right, Lee Sterling will pick some winners in the next segment. I talk about Atlantic Men's Clinic on this show day in, day out. I'm a believer. Maybe you're noticing your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, you're having trouble sleeping, you've got brain fog, your sex drive is off. If you're experiencing those symptoms, you might have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. Call Atlantic Men's Clinic. Start getting treated for your low T. Living with low testosterone is no way to live. And I'm speaking from experience. I can attest to the difference. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they're the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. Low T causes so many problems, and if you're like the many men who are low T, you start getting treated by Atlantic Men's Clinic. Within just a few weeks, you're going to feel your energy return, the brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your workouts improve, your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So schedule a consult. When you're there, they do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes. A Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options. Atlantic Men's Clinic. Most men wait a year or longer, and there is no need to wait. There's 7 locations now in South Florida, including their new office in Hollywood. So call them, 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
You have Tua, you can make Tua Tartar.
Walking these streets so long, singing the same old song.
A little Rhinestone Cowboy means Lee Sterling's going to join us. Before we bring him up here, I want to tell you about my good friends in the amazing award-winning team at Doral Kia. Right now, you can choose from a huge selection of Kia models like Sportage, Sorento, and Telluride. I always mention the K4 as well because my son bought his Kia at Doral Kia. Mitchell, the king of Kias, took great care of us. He will take great care of you, but he got his K4 there, and he loves it. With over 500 new Kias in their inventory, all you have to do is just pick the color you want. Nobody sells for less, and with flexible financing options, they'll get you the best rates possible on the new Kia of your dreams. Why pay more? Save money and pay less. The great deals are at Doral Kia. So our friend Lee Sterling is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. We've missed him the last couple of weeks. We've had a juggled schedule, but we welcome him back to the show. Lee Sterling, a professional sports handicapper. His website is ParamountSports.com, and you can follow Lee on Twitter at Paramount Sports. And I want to start with the Canes. Lee, I want to get through our picks before we run out of time since we went long. I don't even know what we were talking about in the last segment, but we were talking about something. Canes tomorrow at Hard Rock are 15.5-point favorites the last I looked over NC State. You have a side on that game?
Crazy how some of these games have gone right down to the wire. Miami covered a couple weeks ago, pushing across the touchdown less than 2 minutes ago. And then last week, they blow the cover, allow a touchdown. I think the line's too high. C.J. Bailey is a quality quarterback. He's actually running the ball more for North Carolina State. You think about it, he started since a true freshman. So it's a guy that's had almost 20 starts for his team. Problem is their defense. Their linebackers have to make a lot of tackles. Channing, you would not like to play for this team. So they're making a lot of tackles downfield, too.
Say, as long as I had the line of scrimmage, I'm good. But yeah, I'm not chasing nobody all day.
And you're even better when you got two big guys right in front of you, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So it hasn't been the case. Their linebackers have been great, but other than that, not much else. But they can score. Dave Dorn, believe it or not, is in his 13th year. He is usually 6-6, 7-5. He could use this a win here, or else he's going to have to notch a win against probably North Carolina to get into the bowl. So I think Miami wins this game. I think their offense is going to be enough. They got to start changing something. Do some hurry up. Got to do something different here. If you have more talent, you want more possessions, and it's been brought up by a bunch of people. But against teams like this is what you got to do because you have more depth here. I'm going to say Miami wins this game 41-31, but North Carolina State covers 14.5.
You're disappointed with the Canes this season?
I wouldn't say disappointed. I would say what's bothered me is we started off great, just like last year. And it's the same thing over, except for the defense. Defense has been good except for in overtime against SMU. I'm disappointed in the offense. I think everyone's tired of that running play right up the middle, almost the same thing. I think Miami's going to go after probably a dual threat quarterback next year. I'm gonna go on record. I don't think Lenore Sellers is the guy. I don't think he's that accurate. Completed 65% of his passes last year, just 61 this year, and he only run for 158 yards this year. I don't think he's the guy. I think there's other guys that would be better served to do what they want to do.
Because that seemed to be the news percolating all week long, was that he's coming to Miami next season.
Right.
Yeah. How about the Dolphins game? Yep. So the Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites over the Commanders Sunday morning in Spain.
Yeah. So Washington, you think about bad defenses, this is the worst defense in the NFL, giving up almost 36 points per game. They can't stop that zone blocking off tackle running play that Miami runs. Secondary is horrendous. No Corn. They move between the 20s. I mean, you watch Marcus Mariota. He's not bad. Got two quarterbacks from Hawaii. When I just did a show a couple hours ago, Hawaii, they're fired up for this game. They're going to have to get up early to watch this game. And
Hawaii's going to have to get up way early. Whoa, 9:30 for us. What time do they have to? What time to start there? 5:30.
I think they might be 6 hours they're at least 5 hours back right now. So either 5 or 6 hours. It's going to be real early. So I think Tua's going to do a number on him here. And don't love the play calling also in the red zone for the Commanders. Dolphins win 2 in a row here, 31-24.
Wow.
What are you going to do, Mark? You usually going out for just waking up, getting ready to go out for.
You know that I get up late. I mean, he's invited me down before, to Coconut Grove, and I'm like, I don't get up till late. So this one's a stretch for me to be up, active, and kind of locked in by 9:30. But I actually will be setting my alarm. 7 a.m. is when Game Day Uncensored with Solana and Tobin starts. On 104.3 FM, and I never miss that. And so I'll have to get up at 7 a.m. to hear that. What time are you guys doing Porpoise Picks? What is it?
Oh, wow. I'm surprised you forgot. You're such a big fan of the show. Porpoise Props.
Porpoise Props, man. It's really, that is my favorite segment when you guys do that. When will you be doing that?
It depends. We're kind of having to shuffle our schedule around.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Understood.
And if they don't do well, we're going to call it Porous Picks.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm famous for. Porous Picks. Give us one more before we run out of time. I'm fascinated with this game. First of all, I like knowing what's going on in the AFC East, and we saw the Jets and the Patriots yesterday. Buffalo is a 5.5-point favorite. By the way, you have the Dolphins covering, right? And I got that right.
Yes.
You have the Dolphins covering.
I do.
Buffalo is a 5.5-point favorite hosting Baker Mayfield and Tampa on Sunday.
Well, without Bucky Irvin, they have only run for between 156 and 113 yards last 5 games. That's a real problem. Obviously, no Mike Evans. That certainly has been a problem for him, and no Chris Godwin. So Baker Mayfield looks lost right now. He looks frustrated. Just look at his face here. Buffalo, they don't have to worry about that off tackle zone blocking run because Tampa Bay just can't do it with White. Rashad White just not good enough, and their line not good enough also. So bounce back here for Buffalo, 28-20.
Bounce back from Dolphins. The drubbing they took at the hands of our Miami Dolphins. So Lee Sterling likes NC State to cover. He likes the Canes to win tomorrow, but NC State with the points. Likes the Dolphins laying the points. Likes Buffalo laying the points. Website is ParamountSports.com, and you can follow Lee on Twitter at Paramount Sports as well. And we will speak with you next Friday, Lee.
Yep. Thanks, guys. See you.
There you go. Lee Sterling. And I knew it was Porpoise Picks. Is that what it is?
There you go, Hawk.
I knew it was Prop Picks. What's it called? 7 a.m. Sunday morning, Game Day Uncensored.
I used to listen, but Solana won't involve me in the show.
Yeah, you used to text him while he was doing the show. You can't text him while he's doing the show. He's busy.
Giving him some info, inside track. I don't know.
What time do you guys do Inside Track? 4 o'clock hours coming up. I got to give away the $50 gift card for Twin Peaks. We got to do that sometime before we get off the air today on this Friday. 4 o'clock hours coming up. Get you caught up on the headlines. And Mike Cunha is going to join us from Spain in the 4 o'clock hour. How about the Hard Rock Bet app? Everyone's invited to the party. Doesn't matter who you are. Your name is on the list for Hard Rock Bet's season-long celebration. Sign up today, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. If you're looking for an edge before you lock in your first bet, check out Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub. It's loaded with trends, streaks, and stats to help you guide your picks. Numbers don't lie. Neither does the data in there. You don't want to get bit by the injury bug anymore. If you bet the Week 11 games with injury insurance, if the player you bet on, you make a prop bet, the player you bet on exits the game in the first half due to injury, you get your bet back as a bonus bet. You got a whole docket of college football tomorrow. If you're looking for NBA Cup action, you got that tonight. You can bet it all on the Hard Rock Bet app and step in the cage. Bet on the biggest names in MMA with 22% profit boosts for the 322 fights tomorrow night. And one Hard Rock player last week turned a $1 parlay into a $220,000 win. If you want to see more wins like that, follow Hard Rock Bet on social media. Maybe you'll be the next big winner. Download the app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Somebody has dubbed me on the text machine Bad Bet Bunny.
W.
All right, 4 o'clock hour on a football Friday. We're going to check in this hour with Mike Cunha from CBS 4 in Spain. Looking forward to talking to him, maybe even seeing him. He says he could do via video, which would be very exciting if we could pull that off. That seems like a technological marvel. We have the $50 Twin Peaks gift card to give away sometime before we get off the air today, and we will be going off the air a little bit early because preheat starts at 5:45 tonight. 5:45. Solana and Tommy Tighe. I'll get you ready for Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert. Get a little NBA Cup action tonight from New York. Heat and Knicks. Let's do headlines so we have enough time with Cunha this hour. Headlines are sponsored by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
The Miami Dolphins will likely have Chop Robinson playing on Sunday. Mike McDaniel said Chop is ready to go.
Fascinated with Chop Robinson.
No, I mean, that's big news. That's literally the biggest news going into the week.
I agree.
Well, it doesn't sound like you guys do.
No, you just mentioned Chop Robinson today as if he's tearing the league up. And he hasn't exactly been Cam Scatterboo.
These Madridians are about to be upset waiting for Chop.
Trade JP. He didn't get to play last week. This has to be a big game from Chop. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Yo tango Chop.
Yo tango Chop.
Chop. Chop. Chop.
Chop Robinson.
Chop. Thanks, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
Rasul Douglas is questionable, and Aaron Brewer, Mike McDaniel said he's aggressively optimistic about him playing.
Yeah, there is an official injury report from today. Is that what you're looking at?
No, I did not see that.
Let's see. Austin Jackson, doubtful. Bradley Chubb, Rasul Douglas, and D. Eskridge, questionable. And everyone else on the injury report is going to play. Aaron Brewer, Ashton Davis, Ollie Gordon, Julian Hill, Ife Melifonwu, and Chop Robinson.
There we go.
We've got Canes football tomorrow against NC State.
You think Chris Greer's rooting for them to lose?
Yes.
Actually, no. He's very nice.
I know, but still, like, he gets fired and then they rattle off 2 wins in a row. Like, that wouldn't feel good either. I don't care how nice you are.
He's actively he's at home rooting for whatever team the Dolphins aren't playing.
I mean, would that be so surprising if he was rooting
Let's go
against...
Buffalo last week. Let's go Commanders this week.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
The organization that just said, we got to get rid of you now. We can't even go another game with you at the helm. You got to go. You got to pack up your stuff. You think he's sitting there Sunday morning in his Dolphins gear, waving a flag?
Like I said, I don't neutral at worst, but yeah, person to person, I think there's some people that say "F you." I hope y'all all die.
But that's natural. That's natural.
Yeah, I don't think it's in him. Like, he really is a good human being. Just like Napier, terrible coach, great human being. Chris Greer, he was not a good GM.
Yeah, but you think Billy Napier's rooting for the Gators?
Yes. Because he loves the kids so much and he wants
when
his
did you become this naive? When did you become, he's a nice guy?
Who else got fired? Oh, Brian Daboll. He wants the Giants to fold as an organization.
For sure. It's different, though, in the NFL and college. I think Crowder's right. Billy Napier, he has relationships with those kids. It was more of a personal...
more than business, right? It's more than like a business relationship. It's more personal. You're going to recruit them at their homes and telling the parents, hey, I'm going to parent them for the next 4 years.
As much as I think Chris Greer isn't rooting for the Dolphins to win, there's no way Chris Greer could have been angry with that decision the day it came after Thursday Night Football, right? I mean, he has to be rational enough. He has to, as an NFL executive.
Rational? I think he was relieved. I don't think he's like, oh no, I can't do this anymore. I think he's relieved.
I think
he got fired, but he gets his salary, right? He's got a contract. It's not like radio contract where they fire you and then all of a sudden you're in the bread line the next week.
And listen, Chris Greer has a room full of money like the duck.
Yeah,
that old he's set for life. I think he now I'm gonna sound like I'm backtracking. I think he wants to show it wasn't him because McDaniel my point was like the play calling and the structure of this team, their discipline and all is bad. So I don't know what that has to do with him. Did he do a great job acquiring talent? No, but I think it's bigger than that. So he would say, okay, you don't need me. Let's see this success. That's why I said neutral, Hawk. I don't think he wants them to win the Super Bowl, but I think it's neutral.
I don't think he wants them to win Sunday. And I'm not blaming him, by the way. I'm just saying that's a natural human reaction. That's a human reaction. You want Hefty Lefty to win some sort of doubles pickleball?
Pickleball?
Nah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were playing pickleball.
That's how you found him.
You'd be rooting for Hefty Lefty to win a pickleball tournament if he said to you, hey, Solana, I know we've won a lot of tournaments together, but I found a partner who I think is better, so I'm going to go play with him. You're rooting for him to win?
No, I'm plotting his downfall, actually. This happened. I couldn't play in the October Dink Club tournament because the Heat played that day, and he played with my arch nemesis at Dink Club. I was literally plotting their downfall.
That's crazy.
I was hoping they lost.
What a son of a bitch that guy is.
Can't trust him.
Arch nemesis.
My arch nemesis.
How old is she?
57, but took a couple years off, so metabolically she's much younger. I just think Chris Greer has to know, bro. 7 years in of me running the ship.
No. I'm not saying that he was surprised. That's not surprising.
No. But Hawk, I'm just saying, like he doesn't have any vitriol towards the organization. I think is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he wants all the people in the organization to get in car accidents. I'm just saying it's natural when someone tells you, whether you acknowledge you didn't do a good job or you did. I think it's natural when someone tells you, we feel we're better off without you. I think it's natural to just kind of say, oh, well, I don't think you will be.
Right.
Yeah. I think I'm close to it. The Dolphins cut me that year. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed down here. Asia's, 9 months pregnant. I watched every Dolphins game, went out to the bars, hung out, still talked to my teammates. They brought in Carlos Dansby, I was cool with him. Kevin Burnett, I was cool with him. The guys they brought in to replace me, I was friends with. Janelle Ellerby came in after Philip Wheeler. I'm friends with all those guys to this day. I think this is a you problem. I don't think this is a human problem.
Nah, this is a human problem.
No,
when someone tells you you're not good enough, you're not good enough for our organization. You're not good enough. Oh, I hope you guys have the best success without me. I can't wait for you to be proven right that I was a major problem here. Yeah, that's the human emotion we see a lot.
It might have been because the connection with my friends more than the organization, but I was they said, we're better with you not on the Dolphins in 2011. We're going to cut you second day of camp. Okay, appreciate it. Still cheered for him.
You're lying. This is such revisionist history.
No, it's not.
This is such revisionist history. And in fact, I could probably find the show where you say the opposite. If we went back and logged all the shows, I could find the opposite.
The reason I know is because I used to talk to Sleazy, and he would ask me about the games and different stuff about playing Mike, and I'd be like, "No, man, you gotta, get behind the three. Don't lean towards the one." Like I would help the current players play better in the defense that I was in, and I got.
How could you help the current players play better when they already told you these players are better than you? We don't need you on the team. How the hell were you helping them?
Because I'm like Professor X. I'm the mind. I can't really fight.
Yeah.
I could tell Wolverine what to do.
Not having this conversation with you because I know it's a lie.
I'm Professor X.
Nah, Hawk's 100% right. 100% right. Because if
How do
tomorrow,
you know you neither one of y'all.
if tomorrow, I get let go, I love you guys, but I'm gonna hope your ratings tank.
Of course,
like, effing tank.
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that I don't want you guys to succeed.
Right.
But I want there to be some sort of acknowledgement that, hey, maybe I wasn't the problem. And I think Chris Greer, the notion that he's going to wake up early, Mrs. Greer, make some pancakes. I can't wait to root on this team, hoping they get 2 in a row and they're 2-0 in the Chris Greer after era. Like, that's foolish.
So you need proof in your own ego that you were an asset.
Well, most people believe they're an asset at work.
I know.
No?
Yeah, and if they were to replace you by asset just as good, would you be hurt by that? Because
no, not just as good. No, not just as good as losing. Winning 2 games in a row is better than Chris Greer has done all season. Will the person please stop chatting? Chris Greer wasn't good enough for this organization. He's the reason. Hoch, stop with the BS. What the hell am I saying about Chris Greer? I'm saying he's not rooting for the Dolphins. I'm not telling you that he wasn't the problem. I'm telling you he's not rooting for the Dolphins. What the hell is wrong with you, John McMahon? You an idiot?
He's acting out, John. He's upset.
Well, the thing wasn't a conversation about whether Chris Greer should have been fired or not. It's whether he's drinking a chocolate milk on Sunday morning and waving a Dolphins banner. He can't get ready for them to win their 2nd game in a row enough.
I have contradicted myself a number of times on this show, and y'all called me out, and I've admitted it. I know this is fact.
Nope.
I've had this conversation before with other people, and they're like, I know you hated Dolphins when they cut you. I thought about, no, they gave me well into the millions of dollars over the last 5 years. I appreciate the Dolphins.
Nope.
So how can you say Chris Greer, he is getting paid out, he has all the money in the world, he has beautiful kids, a wife. Why would he be upset?
I didn't tell you he was upset.
You said he
was
hoping
upset.
they lose.
Yeah, what does that have to do with being upset? I said he's relieved. Who the hell wouldn't want to get paid to not work?
So why take energy to hope an organization loses to prove to yourself that you
I'm not
are
saying
needed?
you should take energy to do that. I'm just saying it's a human emotion to do that. That's not a human emotion. When someone tells you you're not good enough to do something, the human emotion isn't to say, man, you'll see.
I follow the Lord.
I don't know what that means. And you know that you are boxed into a corner.
No, it is a human emotion for people that are petty or
for humans. No, that's a human emotion for humans.
Good job. You get dumped, you're like, oh, I hope her next boyfriend is a terrible person and a loser. No, move on with your life.
That, again, not the question. Of course you move on with your life. You're having a different conversation than I'm having.
Yesterday is in the past. I look forward.
Again, I agree. There's no argument there. Yesterday is in the past.
Spaceships don't come equipped with rearview mirrors.
Right. Totally agree. Keep on rocketing through space. I'm with you. Don't look
flying.
back. Right.
Why am I worried about that star I just saw?
But again,
never see that star again.
You're just saying things that are truisms that can't be argued, but I'm not arguing them. All I'm saying is it is a human emotion when someone tells you you're not good enough to be part of this organization, to be on this team. We're better off without you. It's a human emotion to say, oh, okay, well, you'll see, because I was more important than you think.
It's one that can be overcome with a positive attitude and a high ego, self-esteem, I would say.
But I'm not telling you it can't be overcome. I'm telling you it's a human emotion.
Chris Greer overcome that?
He absolutely can.
Fight or flight.
I didn't tell you he's going to be saddled with that the rest of his life. I'm telling you Sunday morning. On Sunday morning, he does not want to see them have a 2-game winning streak.
No, I disagree with that.
Okay. So he's rooting for it to be proven that he was the problem with the Dolphins?
I just said neutral. I don't said he's not going to have a cheerleading tutu on, but he's also not hoping they lose. I think he's like, oh, lost the job, did my best. You boys go out there and do your thing. Like, nah.
So he's not rooting for the team that he was involved with for the last 25 years.
Not rooting for him to win, not rooting for him to lose.
All right. Okay. So you do agree with me.
No, I don't.
You just agreed with me.
No, I don't. You're saying that he wants them to lose to prove that he was an asset. I'm saying
No, I'll change it. He's not rooting for them to win.
No. He's not rooting for them to lose, though.
Right.
I said
fine.
neutral
That's
5
fine.
minutes ago.
That's fine.
Neutral.
Yeah.
Just
That's
okay,
fine.
you guys. I think he wants the players to do good because to Solana's point, I think he's a guy that gets emotional and friendship attachments to players. Personally, I know because we have one. I think he has guys he wants to be successful. I think he doesn't give a damn. He doesn't give a damn if the Dolphins are 4-7 or 3-8. He doesn't care what happens when the bell goes off.
You don't think he'd care if they go on a 9-game winning streak?
Why? He has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, well, that would show you that they were right, that he was the problem. Nobody wants to be the problem at an organization.
And that's you. That's inside of you.
The chicken comes after the egg.
That's inside of you. It's not inside of Chris.
It's just what you sound like when you say weird statements that you think are profound that are just truisms.
Crowder, did you quote Andre 3000 during that debate? Because I'm pretty sure I recall.
It was either Andre 3000 or Andre Dawson. I heard something in there that wasn't his.
I think there was a line in there. Yes.
Don't come equipped with rearview mirrors.
Yeah,
they did.
We should give that to DBJ.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, that was a good argument.
Give a man a fish, teach a man to fish.
Feed him forever. Feed him for a day or feed him forever. There you go, Saint Double K.
Hey, FIU plays Liberty tomorrow. It's their homecoming game, and I'll be on the call, ESPN Plus.
Oh, look at you.
Yes, sir. With Corey Brooks and I believe Billy Gill as well, I think. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but oh well. Sorry, Billy.
What's the line on that game?
I'm not
what
sure.
time's the game?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock tomorrow?
5 p.m. Saturday. That's right. They're playing Saturday.
Wow. That is shocking turn for FIU. Let's see. Liberty is a 2.5-point favorite at FIU.
Canes play tomorrow. NC State. That's a 3:30 p.m. kickoff. It's at Hard Rock Stadium, right, Hawk?
Yep.
Last home game.
So you think Adam Gase sits down for Sunday football, has a half Dolphins, half Jets jersey on, and he just roots on both his former teams? He's got vested interest.
I think Adam Gase wants everyone to lose in the world because he's a different person than Chris Greer.
You don't know that.
Person to person.
What does that mean?
I've been around Chris Greer for years, and I've been around Adam Gase a number of times, and they strike me as different people.
Mike Cunha has entered the studio from Madrid.
Mike Cunha's like me. He gets fired. He doesn't wish the worst on his ex-employer.
Yeah, he is like you. He's full of crap.
No, he doesn't wish the worst on his ex-employer. Okay, y'all
we
do y'all
have
thing.
the stories. You still can't mention Jeff Ireland's name without.
I hate him.
Yeah, well, now why?
Why I hate Jeff Ireland? Because he was a butt wipe and he micromanaged people and he fined the hell out of them.
Because he told you the team was better off without you.
No,
You've
you
said
don't
this
listen.
a million times.
No, you do not listen. He fined the hell out of me for stupid stuff.
He fired you.
It had nothing to do with getting fired. It had to do with him finding me repeatedly for nothing. You're telling me why I. How can you tell me why I dislike somebody?
You're telling me that you don't hold against Jeff Ireland the fact that he withheld $5 million by firing you, but you do hold a grudge that he fined you $2,500 1 week.
He didn't withhold $5 million.
Okay.
He fooled with me because he didn't like me.
I'll
and
let you off the hook
because
I'm feeling generous.
You're not
on
letting me
Friday.
off the hook. You're full of crap.
I'm letting you off the hook because I'm feeling
petty
generous.
people. If you, well, I'm not with you anymore when you do bad.
You have spoken. Yeah, you're not petty. You have spoken ill of Jeff Ireland for 10 straight years.
Because he's a nasty human being.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never. You know who else was a part of me getting fired? Chris Greer. You know who else was? Tony Sperano. You know who else was? George Edwards, Dom Capers. I can name a bunch of guys I still talk to this day that I love, and they were a part of firing me. That's why I don't hate Jeff Ireland. I hate Jeff Ireland because he was a butt wipe and he's a bad human. And when he dies, he's not going to heaven.
No shot. You celebrated the Gators' national title the year after you left.
Oh my God! Nobody was rooting against the Gators harder than Crowder.
No shot.
I decided to leave. Y'all are baby bunnies.
And you were angry. You were angry.
That I decided to leave and I had more money than anybody on the team? I was quite happy.
Yeah,
I was quite happy.
We know the truth. Cunio, you want to get in on this? I can see you backstage. You want to get in on this, Cunio? Bring him up. Do you think Chris Greer is rooting for or against the Dolphins Sunday morning?
I think he's probably rooting for them. I think there's still plenty of people.
All right, get Cunio off the stage.
Wait till
his segment.
You're not allowed to talk when you make sense. When you have a heart, when you have the heart of an angel, you're not allowed to speak on this show.
Cunio is one of these guys, too. That is like Crowder, they pretend they're someone that they're not. We're on to you.
You have an ice box in your chest where your heart used to be. You're so cold. You're so cold. You're so
Yeah,
cold.
you root against Mel Kiper, somebody points out. Why do you root against Mel Kiper? You never met him in person.
Because he lied to me. Because he lied to me.
Oh, everybody's lied to you.
I don't like them either. I go person to person in this world.
You go minute to minute on opinions.
I don't even know where this started.
It was delightful, though.
Your weather in South Florida right now, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows will drop into the upper 60s. That's brought to you by Chill Zone AC. Visit chillzoneac.com. Back to you, Hoch.
All right, Mike Cunio is connected from Madrid. I really wish they were in Barcelona because I'd like to say Barcelona all week long, and we were unable to do so. But Mike Cunio is connected from Madrid. It's very late there. He's taking time out of his schedule. So this conversation that went long, it was totally unfair to Mike. And if Mike is giving us the finger, I'm backstage. I saw that, Mike. How dare you? Mike Cunio is going to join us in the next segment, so don't go anywhere.
If y'all want to have some fun and don't hold grudges, you can't hold a grudge at Tootsie's Cabaret, the world's largest strip club. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Been going there since 2005. They're open daily from noon to 6 a.m. That's 18 hours of wonderful entertainment, great people, food specials, $100 bottles, half-price drinks till 8 p.m. Y'all check out Tootsie's, and during football season, it's the best. Canes and Fins. The Dolphins play and the Canes play right around the corner. Hard Rock is right around the corner from Tootsie's. Tailgate there, pregame there, or postgame. You see the hours, 12 to 6 a.m. They are going to be open. And if you bring your Fins or Canes tickets, you get in free. Complete restaurant now. Not just some guy back there with a frying pan. I'm talking about a complete restaurant. Delicious food, and the food specials are amazing. Large sports bar in the back with pool tables, TVs everywhere. Whatever sport you're watching, there's dozens of TVs. You can't even count them. No matter where you're sitting, you can't count all the TVs in Tootsie's because it's gigantic and it's amazing. Y'all go to Tootsie's, and on Sunday, head over there for the tailgate takeover. You don't want to worry about the bugs and the rain and the wind and the temperature. Listen, tailgate takeover, noon to 5 p.m. on Sundays. $10 tailgate takeover menu, chicken wings, smash burger fries, fried shrimp fries, cheese pizza, and chicken nachos. Just $10 from noon to 5 p.m. on Sundays. Y'all got to head to Tootsie's. Have a good time. Leaving work, you just got an hour. Got an hour to spare? You will have a good time at Tootsie's Cabaret. Go to tootsiescabaret.com for more information.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Is there any possibility that Billy the Marlin is a bird?
Oh, Barcelona.
Esta noche bailamos.
All right, before we get to Cunha, who's in Madrid, I tell you, Twin Peaks can be your headquarters for football season. Nothing like hunkering down at Twin Peaks. I mean, you got college action tomorrow, pro action Sunday, including Miami in the morning game against Washington. Twin Peaks. And then, of course, hockey, basketball, MLS playoffs. It's all right there for you at Twin Peaks. They've got bar stools and corner booths that rival courtside seats. So you make the Lodge your Hoops headquarters all season long. Tomorrow night is UFC 322. Get ready for a knockout night. You can watch UFC 322 on all the big screens at Twin Peaks. Wall-to-wall TVs. Be at Twin Peaks Fight Night tomorrow night. UFC 322. Next Tuesday is Customer Appreciation Day at Twin Peaks. They're saying thanks the best way they know how with BOGO wings all day. So next Tuesday, the 18th, you buy one order, you get one order free. They couldn't do it without you. So you show up, they'll bring the wings. Offer valid dine-in only November 18th at participating locations. Excludes smoked and grilled wings. But you're looking for a place to hang out this weekend, you're not going to do any better than Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views. I was reading commercial copy there. Who sneezed while I was reading commercial copy? That was you, Cunha?
Yeah, it was a deep sniffle.
Did you get sick while you traveled?
I think I'm kind of getting sick today because I haven't eaten anything. So
terrible. You haven't eaten? Okay, all right. Mike Cunha's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He's in Madrid, and you watch him on CBS 4, and we love the fact that you've taken time out. It's 4:37 here, so it's 10:37 at night in Madrid, and he hasn't eaten all day. So what have you been doing? Like, what did you do all day today? Because you're not there, obviously, just sightseeing. You're obviously working.
So last night I was up till 3 a.m. because we're cutting a bunch of stories. Like, we're shooting stories all the time, going to really cool historic restaurants and stuff. So I was up late last night editing, and I overslept this morning. Had to shoot over to practice, Dolphins practice, where we had a bunch of live hits, and then we had other stories to shoot. So I've just been kind of doing all these different things around town and actually haven't stopped for a second to eat. Although all my previous stories were all food based, I think that kind of loaded me up for today.
Oh, you ain't done you're not doing anything fun. You got to get some fun time, Mike. You ain't doing nothing.
Working,
dude. It is. Let me tell you. I shouldn't admit this. I had to shave today at the Atletico Madrid stadium because that's how late I was. I had to roll over there. I'm in the bathroom getting ready. It's been a day.
Are you shocked, Solana, because you've been to Spain and the fact that he hasn't eaten anything today? Because and he sent me a picture the other day of churros y chocolate, he said he wasn't very impressed.
I've been eating a lot though the last couple of days.
Well, I have a list. I have a list of things that I'm just like the things that when I went to Spain, when I went to Madrid, I had to do. They were must.
All right.
In Madrid. So I'll just run through them quickly. First of all, have you drank any wine or vino out of a bota?
I haven't had a sip of alcohol since I've been here, dude. I've been running around doing stories the entire time.
But in Spain, it's not like us when we say, oh, we're going to have a sip of alcohol, we're going to drink alcohol. These people wake up and before siesta, they're taking down some Rioja. Yeah. In the morning. Like, it's just what they do.
Get that out of the conversation here, dude. It's not like it looks like fun on camera, and it is, but have not done any of that.
Have you had any tortilla española?
What's that?
Spanish tortilla, I'm guessing.
Yeah. It's like an omelet. It's like a Spanish omelet.
No.
Croquetas?
Yes. I have had croquetas.
What were they filled with?
All right. I mean,
look, he doesn't like croquetas. He doesn't like them.
That's the thing with tapas. You order all these things, and some are going to be hits, and some are going to be misses.
Have you had any bocadillos?
What's that?
It's a sandwich. Normally comes with like jamón ibérico or or different like cold cuts inside.
Nah, but there's a
wrapped
Cien
up.
Montaditos like across the street. And
Dude, if you go to Cien Montaditos, I promise you we're throwing hands. I promise you.
What's
If
wrong
you've
with
been to Walt,
Cien
you've been to
Montaditos?
Cien Montaditos, if you're on Kendall Drive and you're in London Square, fine. If you're in Spain going to Cien Montaditos, that's like, oh my God. That's like going to China and having Panda Express.
Yeah, it's a chain. It's like dollar sandwiches. They're
Yeah, I
really
love a
small. You order
Montadito.
like
We go to the
10.
tapas place downstairs. I love a Montadito.
All right.
I mean, no, I haven't eaten.
Patatas bravas.
Is it going to drive everyone crazy if I ask them if you've been to the McDonald's yet in Spain? Because I want to know if the McRib is there too.
Okay, here, let me do this. We went to Sobrino de Potin last night, which is the oldest restaurant in the world.
Yeah.
And 300 years old. They haven't turned the oven
I remember
off
when it opened.
Yeah, I bet you do. But on my way there, I saw some golden arches. And I'm like, this is like, what a juxtaposition. Right. It's like McDonald's like a block away from literally history, like Ernest
something
Hemingway.
New and exciting versus something old and worn.
Yeah, okay.
No, you experienced that differently than I did. So you didn't go into the Golden Arches?
No, I did not.
Or I should say in Spanish, the Golden Arches.
Oro de Arches? Arches de Oro? I don't know.
Is the money rate bad? Because I know when I traveled, I was confused by the money rate.
Oh, like you're counting.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's confused by the money rate.
I wasn't counting, Mike, but I know when they brought me my $100 bill, and it wasn't dollars, it was ruples or whatever, and then it ended up being $220. I was like, hey, man, this is just a steak.
Ruples. I don't even think ruples exist. Where were ruples? Russia? I don't even think
I was about to say
anymore.
I don't think you were in the right country, bud. Like,
so that wasn't Barcelona?
So you're telling me I can't get a Montadito with 1 ruple? 100 ruples?
In St. Petersburg. But no.
You didn't like the churros y chocolate?
Okay, so you're gonna hate the reason why I did like it. I actually liked it because they were kind of salty and not sweet. Didn't have like all the sugar that we have here in the United States. So it was like the sugar is the chocolate. That's not like chocolate milk. It's like straight up melted chocolate. So you get the salty and sweet kind. It's not like the normal churro we have here or Miami.
Interesting. What do you think about the Dolphins? I guess I should ask you a Dolphins question. It seems implausible that they could go on a 2-game winning streak based on what we've witnessed this season, but it kind of feels like they're going to go on a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if they won a few more. It's this weird thing. They've gotten off to slow starts and they got stuff. I mean, maybe they're like the Bengals of the AFC East where they constantly get off to these slow starts and injuries are always a thing. And then they turn it up and just don't make it because that's what happened last year. I'm like of the belief in the camp you try to win the games that you play. I don't like the whole tank situation. I don't believe in that. I think that's a bad like cultural tone. So I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden they go on a run and they rattle off a couple here.
And Mike, do you think like the international change, like you said, it is a difference. Like it's not a normal week. Obviously, you're sitting in damn, Madrid, Spain. Do you think there's attributes for a team that plays better in those international games? The leadership, the coaching, the veteran teammate. Do you think it means anything?
It's such a weird dynamic because some teams will try to not be here that long. Like I think it was the Rams. Like they flew in like the day before a couple weeks ago to their international game. Whereas Miami's the host team for this, so they're kind of. I think there's probably some responsibility for them to be here all week. But the Commanders were here all week. So to me, I think it's like a pick your poison or whatever your flavor is in terms of conditioning and taking care of your players and how they should feel leading into a game. To me, it's like a West Coast trip. You're just there longer. That's all it really is. It's a couple. If you're going to London, what's London? 6 hours. If you're going to the West Coast, LA, it's 4.5, 5. It's to me, I don't think it's that big a difference. Australia might be though. That's one where it could be a little wonky.
How's your hotel room there? Are you in for the night? Are you going out again? Or are you in? I'm
still editing pieces. So taking a break from my time for you, of course, Hoch.
It's very nice because I can see that you look tired. You happen to look very healthy. You don't look sick at all. You look very good, but I can see that you're tired, and I know you're taking time out of your schedule to do this. So you still have a lot of work ahead of you?
Yeah, I got a couple things to do tonight, and then I'm you know what, though? I love the fact that it's late night culture here, because if this was like South Florida, I would have to be doing Uber Eats for something into the hotel room.
So you might go to McDonald's.
I can go get the McRib here at McDonald's, I guess, if I wanted to.
Oh, that would be, you'd make my day. You really would. Do that for me, will you?
They got cabarets in Madrid, Mike. I just looked them up.
What do you want me to do with that, dude?
I want you to go check it out. Give me an update.
No.
He wants to know about McDonald's, Mike.
Yeah.
I want to know about something I like.
Yeah, you want to get sexy, slather on some of that sauce on a McRib, and then, you know.
What are we talking about?
I'll take a lap dance from a McRib any day. A little bit of that sauce residue. You know what I'm saying, Mike.
Hey, Solana, how come you didn't weasel your way into this trip? How come you couldn't, Hoch and Crowder couldn't send you here?
I would have been so down, but my trip would have been very different. I would literally be on the air drunk with them right now. I'd have a
you wouldn't have shown up for the show. You would have treated it like a vacation, unlike Mike, who's actually working and telling you that he doesn't have time to do sightseeing things. And you're saying, well, this is what I did while I was on vacation. Why can't you do that? And he's there for work.
Yeah.
I like my experience a whole lot better, Mike. I'm not going to lie.
I mean...
So you're still going to work tonight, then you're going to get something to eat, I hope, and then are you going to be able to enjoy Spain tomorrow at all, or tomorrow's like a fully functioning Dolphins day, practice, all that stuff?
I think the Dolphins are off tomorrow. They don't use practice Saturdays, so we'll see. I still have stuff to do. I know it's not like the most exciting trip in terms of like you're going and sightseeing. I have done really cool stuff. Like Retiro Park was amazing. It was beautiful. It was the one sunny day, and it was fantastic. I did a little rowboating all by myself, which was lovely. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I can knock some stuff out early. Maybe the time change helps me out tomorrow if I get a little ahead of work.
Really quick, I know we're up against it. Mike, do you feel an enthusiasm, a buzz genuinely in the city of Madrid for this? Because first ever game in Spain. In London, I feel like people have kind of gravitated towards it. I don't know what to expect in Madrid. Obviously, you're around the Dolphins people. Mm-hmm. They're excited. But I'm talking about in the city. Like, do you feel any sort of real buzz?
So the Dolphins have kind of flooded the area because they're hosting and they have like all these activations and events and stuff. So there's a lot of aqua everywhere, and that's cool. What I think I've noticed the most is that, yes, there's Dolphin fans here from Miami, but we've met guys from Sweden and Germany, like all over Europe. The NFL put out some numbers recently where they said they believe they have 11 million followers in Spain alone, and 90% of the tickets were sold in this region, not like Europe, not coming over from the US. So it's only about 10% coming over from South Florida or Washington, I assume. So South Florida is definitely well represented, but everyone else, you're seeing a lot of, and the cool thing is all these guys from different countries all have different origin stories. Like one guy we talked to, he fell in love with the Dolphins because of watching games on TV of the Orange Bowl. He thought like the palm trees were amazing. Another one, like his parents went to Miami, brought them back a Dolphin shirt, and all of a sudden latched to the team. Like everyone's kind of got a different story wherever they're from in Europe, and I think that's very cool. And the teams in the 80s, Dan Marino, Dan Marino's probably a legend here, honestly. Everyone keeps mentioning number 13.
Wow. Who from Dolphins media that has traveled there is partying the hardest in Spain?
I don't know.
Bo Camper?
Probably. So here's the thing I love about Bo. Bo, like when you travel with him, Solana, you probably know this, he always loves to go and find Mexican restaurants. He's not doing that on this trip. What he likes to do, what he's doing is trying every pastry shop, I think.
Yeah, I watched him post some video of it. It was funny.
Yeah, and so I think he's going around doing all that. Like he loves food. Like when he goes somewhere, he wants to check out everything. And I know I think you've probably done this, but like going to like a restaurant with Bo on a road trip's amazing because it's just like him, Joe, and Cephalo, and they're just telling old stories. You don't have to talk. You just sit there like a fly on the wall and just listen to those guys.
Yeah, I mean they say the same 10 stories every dinner, but it is always fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, just smile and laugh because you know they're picking up the tab. All right,
Yeah,
don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Don't be a jerk. Hey Crowder, has Solana ever bought you a meal?
No, Solana didn't do anything for
Who
anybody.
bought the McRibs yesterday for the whole crew?
Hoch did,
This guy.
and he couldn't figure out how to use the tap machine on the kiosk.
Man, that
Is
kiosk
that
had
like
me
an old man?
stymied, man.
Is that like an old man thing?
I kept talking to it. I thought it was the employee. I didn't know it was just like a graphic. Like, ma'am, you're not paying attention to me.
Do you ever hold on, Hawk? Do you ever order McDonald's from the kiosk, like the computer?
That's how we like from my app or the kiosk at the restaurant.
No, at the restaurant.
Yeah. That's what we used yesterday.
It gave Hoch pure hell yesterday.
Yeah, you skipped the whole human experience. That's like part of McDonald's.
There was
You
no
didn't have
human there. It was impossible.
There was
Listen,
no
and then I had a meal with Crowder, Solana, and Josh Appel. I had no human experience there either. I got to tell you. To be honest with
by
you.
itself all day.
I'm doing like Shecky Green bits all of us. I got to tell you. All right, Mike, go enjoy Spain, get some work, get some rest, and eat some food, all right?
I'm going to try.
FaceTime me from the Golden Arcos.
The longer you have me on here, the less time I have to go out and eat, dude.
All right, stick around with us for the 5 o'clock headlines, will you?
Ciao, Mike.
See you, Cunha.
Have a good
What's
one.
chow mein? Oh, never mind. Love you.
Mike Cunha from CBS 4. The 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is coming up next. We've got to give away the Twin Peaks gift card, and we're off a little bit early tonight because preheat starts at 5:45. So that means you're going to have a chance to win $50 at Twin Peaks very shortly. So do not go anywhere.
If y'all love delicious food, we're just talking about food. But we're not in Spain. We're in South Florida, and the best food is at Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They have it all now. Lamb, beef, veal, pork, poultry, duck, turkey, lobster, shrimp, fish, alligator, venison. They have crabs. They have clams. They have oysters, scallops. They have it all. They have sides. The side dishes made in-house daily and fresh. Made fresh right there. They are amazing. They have fried chicken, roasted chicken, burgers, sandwiches if you don't feel like cooking. The buffalo chicken dip's amazing, but I'm telling you, this smoked fish dip, it's smoked tuna. It's the best fish dip in the entire world. Go to DelawareChicken.com. That's the website, DelawareChicken.com. See the entire menu. When you know what you want, give them a call in advance at 954-983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. They'll have it packaged ready when you get there. Curbside delivery is available because all they want to do is get delicious food back to when you're eating anywhere. A tailgate, watch party, family dinner, romantic dinner, yacht provisions they have. You have a beautiful boat on a beautiful day, have the freshest, the best food in South Florida, and that's at Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They've been in the Hollywood, Florida area since 1951. Support local now with Delaware. They're located on 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. When y'all get down there, grab your Crowder powder. They have all 3 blends of Crowder powder, and tell them Crowder sent you.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
You're not going to learn anything about sports on this show. I'm sorry, you're not. But I know McDonald's.
This
No, 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 no. Just like the wind. Just one touch, I can with just one touch.
5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. We're starting a little bit late because we were talking with Cunyo in Spain. And we do have an abbreviated hour here, so we're going to jam a lot in. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. Funky Buddha, last snow. It's there. It's pouring now in the tap room, and it'll be rolling out across Florida over the next few weeks. Last snow, I believe, is one of their favorite winter beer flavors. So it is there. You want to
I was sleeping at one of their parties on the last snow.
On last snow. You want to hang out this weekend, watch college football, pro football. You got Funky Buddha in Oakland Park all day, day. Or you want to see some live music tonight, Funky Buddha. But Sunday, if you want to watch the Dolphins game there, they will be open. And you can get Half Smokes, a Washington, D.C. classic. Half Smokes, they're sausages. The sausage, they're going to have eggs with them. I mean, they're going to have good food for an early morning game. That's at Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park. In fact, let me tell you about the Cheetah before we move on to headlines here. Cheetah Pompano is a great spot to watch a game or a fight, and you got UFC 322 this Saturday night. You can watch that at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach, so make plans for that. Obviously, they have the greatest entertainment in South Florida. Cheetah Pompano has an amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials till 6. And then you got college and pro football there all weekend. And what's better than Sundays and Monday nights with hundreds of beautiful, exotic referee and cheerleader adult entertainers? It's Cheetah Pompano Beach. You can watch the games live while you enjoy the coldest beer in town. You can get all the details at cheetahsofl.com. Let's get headlines for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour with Alejandro Solana, who will be hosting Preheat in less than an hour. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Doesn't get better than Heat versus Knicks on a Friday night.
I'll tell you what, I'm excited about the matchup tonight. I'm not even going to lie.
It's part of East Group C in the NBA Cup, by the way. Miami enters today in a pretty good spot right now. They're 1-0 in NBA Cup, and point differential matters. And they had a plus 18 in their last game out. So far, so good.
Something we were talking about earlier in the show was that who's going to step up for Jalen Brunson being out on Inside the NBA. They were talking about some guy named Obi-Wan Kenobi.
OG Anunoby.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to see the Beach Boys tonight at Hard Rock Live. I'm not really going to be watching the game. But I am excited about it. But I don't want someone to come up to me at the show and say, hey, you said you were really excited about Heat Knicks, and here you are at a concert.
I'll watch the second half.
Beach Boys are still touring?
Yeah, I don't know, because Brian Wilson, the real founding member of the Beach Boys, he's dead. John Stamos plays drums.
What?
From Full House. He's their drummer, yeah.
The John Stamos?
The John Stamos, yes. He will be there at Hard Rock Live tonight.
Why?
He's a drummer, and he's been touring with them for years.
Wow, that's fast. How did I not know that?
That's funny, because I thought like everybody knew that, but I've dropped that on a few people this week when I told them I was going to the Beach Boys, and nobody seems to have known that.
Well, you would just think John Stamos pretty, not pretty. I mean, dude's a legend, really.
Yeah.
Like, why would he be? And I know the Beach Boys are legends.
I think the Beach Boys are actually bigger than Full House.
Yeah, probably. But why would he be touring at this age? You would just think he'd
why would he be touring at this age? The Beach Boys are like 90 and they're touring.
Exactly. Like, why are they all touring? I don't understand John Stamos, the tie-in there.
All right, I'm not going. I'm watching the Heat Knicks.
The love of music.
For the love of music.
There we go.
That is true.
Fascinating. I like the Beach Boys. I hope you have fun, Hoch.
Oh, who doesn't like the Beach Boys? But I'll have one eye on the phone. See what I want to do tonight.
The Bulls play tonight?
No, there's no Bulls action tonight. How come they're not playing on a Friday night? They're like the most watched team in the NBA, no?
In your house.
Yeah, in the Hochman household.
That's it.
There's a couple of really good games. Warriors Spurs will rematch their game from a night ago, which was fantastic. You had Victor Wembanyama roaming on the defensive end, keeping up with Steph Curry, and the Warriors kind of had a statement win in that game. But the Spurs Warriors, it's a cup game tonight.
Isn't it weird that the Bulls have Friday and Saturday night off? They don't play till Sunday?
No.
That's not weird?
No, why would that be weird? It's just the way
I
the
thought
schedule
all
works
NBA
out.
teams are in action either Friday or Saturdays.
No, not necessarily. The Heat are off. They play tonight. They're off tomorrow and Sunday, Saturday,
right,
Sunday.
But tonight's Friday.
No, I realize that. But just to give you an example, the Heat are off the entire weekend, Saturday, Sunday, which is rare. Typically, they would play either Saturday or
Right,
Sunday.
but I was saying that someone plays either Friday or Saturday. You're telling me Saturday or Sunday, but I'm saying, isn't it weird that a team would be off Friday and Saturday?
And I'm telling you, it's not weird.
But then you gave me an example of a team that is playing on a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, I'm giving you an example of the Heat who are off 2 consecutive days.
But I'm not saying it's rare to be off 2 consecutive days. I'm saying Friday and Saturday specifically.
Yeah, that is pretty rare now that you mention
it. Neither are big international pools either.
How dare you?
No one cares.
I think I'm betting the Powell over tonight. He goes over every game.
Storm and
I'm
Norman.
betting this OG Anunoby over. I'm on there now.
19.5? It's minus 145 though.
Oh Lord, that's some juice.
I wouldn't bet.
They were all watching inside the NBA, I guess.
Hey, should we do the Mikal Bridges rebound over, Solana?
Nah, I mean it seems likely, but I bet you it's up to minus 4.5 at this point.
3.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
At
tempting,
what?
right? It's minus 130.
The thing is that the Heat don't rebound. The Heat literally cannot rebound without Bam Adebayo. So it seems like that would be a wise move, a wise bet.
Only got 61 cents in my account right now.
I'll shoot you.
I gotta hit
53.
I gotta head to the deposit.
All right, here's the rest of your schedule. Canes tomorrow are going to play NC State. That is a 3:30 p.m. game. You can listen to all the coverage right here on your radio home for Miami Hurricanes football.
All right.
I remind you, just because we're talking about college football, Clemson tonight plays Louisville. Hockey, you can keep an eye on that game as well. It's at 7:30. It's on ESPN, I believe. And Clemson stinks this year, but Canes fans, it would be very good for Miami if Louisville lost this game.
All right, I'm rooting for Clemson, even though that doesn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And they're terrible. I just want to get that out there. I looked earlier.
Crowder doesn't know what to do, though. An ACC team is guaranteed to win. And he hates the ACC.
You took the ACT, Hawk? You were just
I took the ACTs this weekend, and I was surprised when they had the Bulls off on Friday and Saturday.
Crowder, how do you feel about the ACT teams?
I'm not a big fan. Do y'all play with helmets on every play, or do y'all take them off sometimes?
That's adorable. How'd your team do against the ACC?
Not good.
Hey, man, I'm flying that blue and yellow shield.
FIU plays Liberty tomorrow. I'll be on the call, ESPN Plus, 5 p.m.
All right.
Heat are off Saturday and Sunday, by the way.
Man, is that
play-by-play announcer?
Normal?
No, I'm doing analyst work. Corey Brooks will be on the call.
All right.
Like I mentioned, I think Billy Gill will be joining us on the broadcast.
Very cool.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And then Sunday morning, bright and early, 9:30, Dolphins kick off versus the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's your South Florida sports weekend schedule. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the upper 60s. It's in the mid to low 70s right now. That weather report is brought to you by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Let's give away the Twin Peaks gift card here. How about caller 3.5 for the over-under on Mikal Bridges rebounds? Let's give away $50 at Twin Peaks. Final gift card of the week. And what caller number do you want to take for real?
15.
Caller 15, 305-567-0560, 305-567-0560. Caller number 15 gets $50 at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
I don't want anybody to go another day living with chronic pain.
What do you think was going on there, Solana? What do you think was happening there? Because I pointed to him that he was doing a commercial. He acknowledged yes. Yeah. I pointed for a long time. He acknowledged yes. And then he just kind of stared at everyone. What do you think was going on there?
Because usually leading up into the break, especially late in the show, you're doing with the hey, and we'll finish the Funky Buddha 5 o'clock happy hour when we get back. Or I was waiting for some more. Some more.
That was kind of an unnatural toss. Okay, that was fair.
Yeah,
right. But you would think after
doing this a while.
But you would think after a 3-second pause, maybe he would have picked up on it.
When he got to 6 seconds, maybe you would have figured out it was time for you to do the commercial. But no, he's right. That was an unnatural toss to break that I did there. I take ownership.
Break after a chance of winning $50, that should be a dramatic break. You know,
I take ownership of that. That was my bad.
See,
I didn't get the call. I didn't get the play into the huddle on time.
We got to delay a game, baby. Come on now. We're a team. We're a team that shouldn't go.
We got one more segment coming up here, so don't go anywhere because we'll wrap it up and we'll have some fun here on this Football Friday.
You better not have no damn chronic pain. I'm telling you that much. Because Florida.
After this. Now I'm going to get Jimmy confused too because I'm going to keep saying that and he's just going to go to break before you do the commercial.
Oh, Jimmy's already gone. No, seriously, guys. You have to check out South Florida's QC Kinetic Doctors because they're standing by right now waiting, like they have for thousands of people, waiting to show you how your own body can treat pain and you don't need drugs or surgery. Doctors give out them scripts. Now, they've been doing it for decades, and surgeons go to school 3 or 4 different times to give surgeries, to perform surgeries. You have another option. It's called regenerative medicine, and QC Kinetics is at the forefront of this nationwide innovative chronic pain relieving treatment system. Thousands have been helped, including me. Broke my heels. There were people trying to put me in cast. I went and saw my other option, regenerative medicine. I got PRP shots. I got healing lasers, 2 treatments, and I was back running around with the kids, basketball with Ava, working out with Cham, playing with the baby. I'm telling you, you have to go see your other options. And QC Kinetics, they're growing. A brand new office right now, 701 Southeast 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. They are growing because it works. And you call and make an appointment today now. Give them a call. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436. Tell them that I told you to call, and your consultation's absolutely free, and you'll receive $500 off your first treatment. Call and see what your options are. If you have chronic pain, arthritis, the tendon to joint pain, call QC Kinetics today. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
You know who never just kind of mails it in?
Who?
The Costco guys.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Edmore Sawgrass Buick GMC's entire inventory is on sale and all backed by more. Click EdmoreSawgrassBuickGMC.com to start shopping. GMC, we are professional grade.
Stay high on life. Not on the road. Driving high will get you a DUI, and it could mean costly deductibles, higher insurance rates, jail time, and potentially your life. Don't put yourself and fellow drivers at risk.
A message from the Florida Department of Transportation.
Palmetto Ford of Miami is now open Sundays, and they have what you're looking for. From SUVs to F-750s, flatbeds, dump trucks, box trucks, cargo, and passenger vans. They have up to $9,000 off select models. Call the dealer for details or visit them at 7245 Northwest 36th Street, Miami.
All-time low. Everyone's talking. The World Tour. Live in Fort Lauderdale. War Memorial Auditorium, Friday, November 14th. With special guests, Mayday Parade, 4 Years Strong, and The Paradox. Get tickets now at SeatGeek.com. All-time low. Live in concert. For more, visit alltimelow.com.
During the Black Friday sales event at Miami Lakes Auto Mall, get a brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab for $459 per month for 36 months. Drive with zero down or zero payments for 90 days on many new models at Miami Lakes Chrysler JeepDodgeRam.com.
The University of Miami Sports Medicine Institute's physicians deliver the precision of academic medicine to every pro, adult, and youth athlete. For your best recovery, go with pro-level expert care. Recover your game at uhealthsports.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your nature-made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
millions of finds?
o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour. And we have been playing Houdini, Freaks Come Out at Night, as the final segment of a show on Fridays for probably 6-7 years now, right? I mean, that's one of the few things that we've actually stuck to that I don't know why, but that seems to have worked for us. So we're in our groove there. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Funky Buddha, the place to be Sunday morning. You want to watch the Dolphins Commanders game, 9:30. They'll have breakfast on the menu, and then you stay there for the rest of the games. What's better than that? You pull up to Funky Buddha, you get there like 9:30 in the morning, watch some Dolphins action. Game ends, what, 12:45 maybe?
Yeah. The rest of them start at 1. You got a little 15-minute bumper. You got to roll right into 1 o'clock game. Come on now. That's a plan.
I mean, that's a plan.
Yes.
That is a legit plan. I did look it up, Solana, just to see for sure about John Stamos and when he started. He's been performing with the Beach Boys for like 40 years.
That's crazy.
So it says that Stamos had a long-standing relationship with the Beach Boys dating back to July 4th, 1985, when he played his first official show with the band at the Washington Monument for close to 1 million people. Stamos aimed to introduce a younger generation to the timeless music of the Beach Boys. And now, this tour is marking his 40th anniversary performing with the band. That's insane. You know John Stamos is like 62, 63 years old?
Looks great, though.
Looks great.
Yeah.
I looked him up. Yeah, I thought he was going to be some old curmudgeonous looking guy. He's good looking
you know
dude.
John Stamos from Full House. That's
Yeah,
Jesse.
I know. I know now. I know because I had to look him up. But yeah, that was surprising to me. I don't know the Beach Boys either. I'm surprised that he looks that good.
Hoch, you've never seen Full House.
I have not.
I know, because we've talked about this where I said, cut it out. And you had no idea what the reference was from. And you revealed, this happened a couple weeks ago, that you had never seen Full House. But you knew Jesse from Full House.
Because that's an iconic character.
Right. Yeah.
Have
Jesse. Yeah. That who used to say that? Bob Saget.
Mm-hmm.
John Stamos.
Oh, John Stamos. Well, I know the cast. It was John Stamos, Bob Saget, Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady who was in trouble with the college scholarship things. She was married to the Italian designer guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Jesse's wife.
Her last name is Laughlin.
That's
Carrie
right.
Laughlin.
Good mom.
Jacqueline Laughlin.
Yeah, I forget what her name is. You watch Fuller House? Because they rebooted it.
I tried. I tried to watch it.
It's like John Stamos is like me. One career to the next. It's what, winners do.
Well, did John Stamos go one career to the next? Like, the Beach
Acting
Boys
to now musician.
But like the Beach Boys existed without him. Like he's kind of like Kevin Durant there.
No.
Yeah,
Radio existed.
100%. John Stamos never had a hit until he joined a team that already had hits.
But media existed. You were on radio before I was, and now look at this, man. Solana wasn't even alive when you started radio.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
We attached ourselves to you, and now we're doing it.
Well, you didn't attach yourself to me. I mean, we just kind of got thrown together by Ryan McGuire.
The guy that hired the guy that put you two together, and the guy that hired me is literally enemy number one on this show.
It's funny, right?
Yeah.
My friend Cynthia is telling me Lori Laughlin.
Lori Laughlin. I'm Becky.
Lori Laughlin. And then there was one other character, right?
Well, there were several.
Comment.
Characters.
Who's
Uncle
Comment?
Phil.
The dog.
Uncle Phil was on Full House?
He made what? Episode 70.
That was the pilot. It was called Phil House, and it didn't work. And they took him off the show.
Rest in peace.
How
Uncle
did this
Phil.
black man make all these children?
Kimmy Gibbler.
Yes, Kimmy.
I'm with Hawk. I've never seen a Full House episode in my life.
You never saw Full House?
No.
That seems like your era.
I couldn't, because what years were they on? You think about it. What years was that? I don't even know. I've never seen them.
Early 90s through like the late 90s for sure. I mean, I grew up watching Full House every night on Nickelodeon. That's what I was watching.
So I'm 10 to 18, black child in inner city Atlanta. I'm not watching Full House.
Wow. 87 was the first date. Final episode was 1995. I wasn't even a year old.
Yep.
When the final episode aired. That's crazy.
Well, how the hell did you watch it?
I watch it every night on Full House on Nickelodeon.
He lied.
GIF for me.
No, I mean, they probably just started airing it on Nickelodeon after it had aired.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it originally aired.
No.
So
Full House is like Friends. Like Friends was to me. It was unrealistic in my mind as a kid.
That makes sense.
Well, Full House was unrealistic. Friends, I mean, unrealistic in the sense that they just live this like happy-go-lucky life and whatever, but you could see a bunch of friends living in the same apartment complex in New York City. That doesn't seem far-fetched to me. Full House, there's just a room for everybody. Everybody's living in this one house. Everybody would like to live in this house with 1 million people in it rather than just live on their own. It never made sense to me.
Did they all have jobs?
Yeah, everybody.
So why did they all live together?
Because it was Full House.
Hawk, now you're getting deeper. It's silly. It was foolishness.
Actually, the guys were helping to raise their daughters because Bob Saget's wife
passed
died.
away.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
it was his two best friends. His two best friends, Uncle Jesse and Uncle Joey, moved in to help him raise his 3 or 4 daughters, whatever it was.
3.
Yeah. And then they never wanted to leave.
All right. Well, again, I hope you've tuned in to hear this breakdown on Football Friday of Dolphins Commanders. We have found, again, this is just the preliminary injury report. Kimmy Gibbler is not going to play on Sunday morning. Kimmy Gibbler is questionable.
Hey, Crowder, I just want you to know, Uncle Phil raised me too.
That's why you're so diverse. Uncle Phil and Kimmy Gibbler. Man,
little bit
you
of everything.
are.
Little bit of something from everybody. He is like,
I am jealous.
It's why I'm so progressive. You know, I watched a show with 3 dudes living under the same roof together, and Full House. And Uncle Phil. I mean,
and Full House.
And Uncle Phil.
I watched this show with 3 dudes living together and Full House. I want to know the first show you were watching.
That came on later, Hog. That came on late night.
All right. So is everybody picking the Dolphins on Sunday? I mean, it was like everybody, like when I was asking Cunio, like everybody's like, you don't feel at all silly after this season that we're like, oh yeah, Dolphins got this one coming up Sunday, no problems.
I said it last week after the win against Buffalo. They're not going to trick me anymore with just a win because they are a 2-7 to 3-7 team. But Washington is playing with 4 stringers at every position. If we can, I would be embarrassed if we can't beat the damn Commanders with Marcus Mariota and some cornerbacks that were working at the Piggly Wiggly 2 weeks ago.
Well, the line is still 2.5 for Sunday morning. Dolphins 2.5-point favorites. Passing props, Tua over-under on yards is 237.5. Mariota 202.5. Jalen Waddle receiving yards 74.5. Devon Achane 38.5. Malik Washington 28.5. Greg Dulcich 22.5. Nick Westbrook-Akine 17.5.
You said it earlier, and fantasy and gambling are hand in hand. They were saying Achane's overs are supposed to he's just supposed to destroy the overs on everything I've watched.
Who was telling us? Was it Pizzola yesterday who said they can't cover anybody out of the backfield? Washington, he said take the Achane receiving over.
They have bad linebackers and they play zone, so he's going to be open all the time. And they can't tackle, and they can't play the run. So it's an 8
bad
game.
recipe.
Like
bad recipe for stopping them.
If you do think the Dolphins, if you do think the Dolphins are going to win this game, no joke, you should bet all the overs on the offensive end because, first of all, Washington has lost their last 4 by at least 20 points, all of them by at least 20 points, which is insane. And every game Miami has won, they have scored at least 27 points. So if they're going to win this game,
maybe team total over Dolphins team total. All right, let's wrap things up here because you do have preheat coming up tonight at 5:45. It's that time of year. Opening day of championship meet at Gulfstream Park is around the corner. Champions return to Gulfstream Park Thursday, November 27th. Opening day championship meet where the world's greatest jockeys, trainers, and thoroughbreds compete for glory every Thursday through Sunday. Whether you're enjoying premium trackside dining at 10 Palms, or you're catching every race in Silk Simulcast Room, or you're standing against the rail, you'll feel the power, passion, and excitement of championship meet. Gulfstream Park, they offer the hottest slots and electronic table games. They combine the excitement of casino gaming with the thrill of thoroughbred racing in one electrifying destination. By the way, Taste at the Track is this Sunday. Martinis, panini, and linguine. Get your tickets online now. There's just a few left. It's gulfstreampark.com for tickets. And then again, opening day of championship meet is Thanksgiving Day, Thursday the 27th. Thanksgiving Day. You can enjoy Thanksgiving Day with a unique and thrilling experience at 10 Palms in Gulfstream Park. Incredible spread. Great afternoon of live racing. That is the way to do it. You can get all the details at gulfstreampark.com. That is going to do it for us for this entire week of shows. We had some fun this week. Had a fun day yesterday at the Amerant Bank Arena. Hopefully everybody be watching the Dolphins roll to a second victory in a row on Sunday morning, as improbable as that seems throughout the first however many games, 9-10 games of the season. It could happen. Don't forget, you can listen to Game Day Uncensored on Sunday morning beginning at 7 a.m. here on 104.3 FM WQAM. Everybody have a great and safe weekend. Go Heat, go Canes, go Panthers, go Dolphins. We will speak with you el lunes.
Viva Senor Chop!